Effects fader off. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy.
Please, God, don't forget to hit that like, comment if you will, subscribe. You feel like telling me where you from, how you feel about the 1 year, the the police officer that took the life of the 1 year old baby, man. You want to let me know how you feel about that. To continue the discussion, that's cool too. You feel me? Drake, we probably get into some Drake shit too. You guys want to discuss Drake, we can do that too. But right now, if you just join in right now, Blindside Reaction, welcome to the Lions Den. You feel me? Right now, we getting into some stuff about Carmelo Anthony. And I just want to let you all know, bro. Should Carmelo Anthony been charged with first degree murder? No, he shouldn't. There's no way he shouldn't. Because now that there's actually been video obtained, and I kind of figured, you know, the way I thought it happened, I kind of actually happened. So you would think that when you being surrounded by other people, that are antagonizing you or putting you in a position where you will have to defend yourself, you would think that the proper use or the use of a weapon, would be equal to it'll be equal to the threat that you're facing when you dealing with multiple threats, right? So if you're dealing with four different people, that's eight different hands or fists, you know, 10 different, in eight different feet. You feel me? So you would think that you having a bat, a pole, a knife, for example, you know what I'm saying, would kind of balance out the threat. Or you, in your mind, with what's going on at the time, you would think it would be okay for you to use that knife, bro, at that time. You feel me? Because you looking around and you seeing multiple people who's antagonizing, provoking, or, you know, they putting you in a defensive state. You feel me? Like they attacking. But legally, you guys, and I ain't no lawyer, no shit, you guys, but I can just kind of understand the law in certain ways that some people can't. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear it, the more times I hear it, I'm able to break it down in a sense also for me to understand it. So if I have to explain it to somebody else, they'll understand it too as well. You feel me? So just because you if just because
Alarm.
you
Sleep turned on until 8 a.m. next day. Notification shade.
shit.
Collapse. Sleep turned on until 8 a.m. next day.
Just because
Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy.
hold on.
Add guest. Add guest.
Just
Add
because
guest.
you
Accessibility
in a
volume. Add guest.
situation like that,
Add guest. Add guest.
that don't
Add
mean
guest. Add guest. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your add guest. Add guest. Well, share.
that you able to use a weapon right then. Without them using a weapon at you, you're not able to defend yourself with a weapon like that. Unless them people or persons are breaking into your car or breaking into your home. Granted, we don't know what made Carmelo Anthony bring a knife to a school function, but what we do know was that school function was not like it was basically like an expedition. It wasn't something, actual track meet, to get a team placed or anything like that, bro. It was just, I guess, something that they do yearly or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that event wasn't like uh um an event where the athletes had to attend. It wasn't nothing like that. You feel me? So why would he, bring a knife to something like that, bro, hell if I know. Hell if anybody know. But I'm thinking, well, hell, if I'm like, I'm thinking the way he was thinking in his mind, you know, if I was old enough, I'd be able to tote a gun anywhere I wanted to go. So I should be able to tote this knife anywhere I wanted to go. True, because the knife didn't meet the criteria of there's like a law where you can only have a knife on your person where it's a certain length. And the knife that he had, it didn't it it didn't break that law. It didn't break that law. So I'm not understanding too, you know, still why he was charged with murder. But I understand why they looked at it as like murder because him having that knife at a fist fight, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring a knife to a fist fight. Or don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You feel me? Type shit. But, you know, Carmelo, the way he reacted, you know, in a sense, was the wrong way. It was just like according to law, bro. And we can argue, we can be mad, we can be upset, all that. But according to law, the way he reacted was the wrong way. You feel me? The force that was given to him wasn't the force that he recountered with. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like whoever pushed him, they pushed him and he instantly went for the knife and you know, took the life of another, which was another teenager. Granted, them guys shouldn't have been over there. They shouldn't have been bullying him because it seemed like he was bullied. They shouldn't have been bullying him. They shouldn't have been targeting him. They should have went and got a coach, you know, an elder, somebody of authority. Because and 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 that's gonna let you guys know. When that video came out, bro, it was other kids around the twin boys. It was other kids around Austin and his brother Hunter, the Metcalfs. And they wasn't all white. It was a multitude of different, you know, ethnicities with them. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm guessing it was more like they went over there because, like, hey, you not from the school type shit. You feel me? You need to go over there. But at the same time, Carmelo Anthony was invited over there. You feel me? So that's another thing because I really feel like they let some whatever witnesses they had that could have helped Carmelo Anthony, I think they wouldn't let them bring on the stand. And that's just a blind homie, you did. But we're gonna check out what City Nash got to say right quick, you guys.
Carmelo Anthony tries to reset murder. YouTube. Memorial tent over there, guys. DMC, out of this. That's activate. It's so me. Not selected. Like this video, long 870 other people. Radio button. Not selected. Dislike this video. You 404. Not selected. Like this video, long 870 other people. Radio button.
Hold up. I want the full video.
Just releases evidence from Carmelo Anthony tries to reset murder. Austin body cam video shows TMC 17,000 views 9 hours ago. Play short, but got to activate.
TMZ cold.
Carmelo Anthony tries to reset murder. Austin body cam video shows TMC 17,000 views 9 hours ago. But just releases videos and images. Carmelo Anthony murder case 1 minute 32 seconds. Go to channel CDS Texas. CDS Texas 30,000 views 1 day ago. Play video, but got to activate. YouTube notification. Image. Win. YouTube notification. YouTube notification. City Match latest video on Carmelo Anthony. Window YouTube. Anthony. On. Match. City. Editing. City Match latest video on Carmelo Anthony. L. Leave on. Delete. Why delete it? And delete it. Showing item 1. And November. And Y. Yankee. Y. Editing. City Match latest video. Anthony. Carmelo. On. Video. Latest. Match. City. Beginning. City. Delete. Why delete it? He deleted. I deleted. 3. Showing item 1. E. Echo. E. F. Foxtrot. E. Delta. E. E. Delta. E. Y. Yankee. Y. Search. Got to activate. Setting match latest video on Carmelo Anthony. Keyboard. Carmelo Anthony tries to release after murdering Austin at body cam video shows TMZ 17,000 views 10 hours ago. Play short, but in list 31 items. Tap to activate. Just releases evidence from Carmelo Anthony murder trial 1 minute 41 seconds. Go to channel CBS Texas. CBS Texas 130,000 views 21 hours ago. Carmelo Anthony tries to release after murdering Austin at body cam video shows TMZ 17,000 views 10 hours ago. Play short, but just releases evidence. Setting match latest video on Carmelo Anthony. Out of list. Just releases evidence from Carmelo Anthony murder trial 1 minute 41 seconds. Go to channel CBS Texas. Carmelo Anthony tries to Carmelo Anthony arrest video 51,000 views. Fox 4 Dallas Fort Worth 1 day ago. Play short, but tap. Setting match reacts to release Carmelo Anthony video evidence. Movie camera 6 minutes 18 seconds. Go to channel 9 TV 9 TV 515 views 3 hours ago. Play video, but double tap to show controls. Video player. Out of list. Sponsor 0 My Ad Center. Tap to activate. Sponsor 0.8 My Ad Center. Sponsor 0. You can now skip this ad. YouTube. Skip ad. Double tap to show controls. Video player. Out of list. 0 minutes 1 second 6 minutes 17 seconds. Slider. Swipe up. Swipe down. 0 minutes 23 seconds 6 minutes 17 seconds. Slider. 0 minutes 46 seconds 6 minutes 17 seconds. Slider. Showing items 26.1.
I looked at that shit in reverse. Man, I look, you should have been here with nothing but manslaughter. Man, bro. So,
Play video.
And I agree with City, bro. I think he should have either got self-defense, bro, or manslaughter, bro. If they was gonna give him anything, manslaughter, bro. 2 years, maybe a year, maybe just probation or something like that, bro. He obviously he was a good kid, bro, and obviously they didn't tell the truth about Hunter and his brother. And Hunter, you can tell if anybody thought when they seen Hunter talking on that news station, bro, if they thought he was telling the truth, bro, you tripped, bro. He was lying his ass off, bro. He was lying his ass off, bro. The mama was lying his ass off. The daddy is a dick. You feel me? The daddy need his ass whooped. Bro, how you gonna sit there and like your kids some good damn kids and they just broke your fucking arm, bro? You know what my daddy would have did to me if I tried to do that? He probably would have killed me himself. You feel me? You let your son literally beat the shit out you and end up in the hospital and then talk about some good damn kids. You knew them up. You knew them fuckers wasn't no good kids, bro. You knew they ain't no good kids. You knew that they size got to their head. They felt like they could take daddy. You know, Hunter, I'm assuming Austin is the oldest. Hunter is really the motherfucker. I do it if you do it. I'm gonna ride with you if you ride. That's what Hunter is. So anything Austin was gonna do, Hunter punk ass was gonna be right there. He was gonna be right there, bro. You can tell. He did whatever Austin said to do. And if you couldn't tell that in that interview, bro, y'all need some better damn eyes, bro. Like, cause that Hunter and his punk ass mama, bro, is probably 75% of the reason why Carmelo Anthony got charged with murder, bro. When he shouldn't, bro. He shouldn't. And when they find out, bro, when the judge find out your ass lie, Hunter, I hope they do something to you. To all you kids that lie on Carmelo Anthony, I hope they do something to y'all, bro. You kids need to learn y'all lessons. Hunter, you definitely need to learn your lesson, bro. You definitely need your lesson. That shit don't make no sense.
Home screen of two home photos. Home screen of two home. YouTube has 5 notifications. YouTube.
They not giving me the stuff I want though, man.
Notifications, but search, but YouTube. Setting match latest video on Carmelo Anthony. Navigate up, but out of list. Keyword. Just releases evidence from Carmelo Anthony tries to release after murdering Austin at body cam video shows TMZ 17,000 views 10 hours ago. Play short. Arrest video.
I'm looking for the video where he actually read the document.
Carmelo Anthony murder case. New body cam. Live now. Box 38,000 views 21 hours ago. Play short, but tap to activate.
So you guys can get a better understanding of what's going on.
Showing items 6 to 31. Carmelo Anthony arrest video. 21,000 views. Fox 4 Dallas Fort Worth 1 day ago. High school student playing self-defense. Video stabbing at 200,000 views. NBC News 1 year ago. Play short, but Setting match reacts to new release Carmelo Anthony video evidence. Movie camera 6 minutes 18 seconds. Go to channel 9 TV 9 TV 518 views 3 hours ago. Play video, but
This one is.
showing items 8 to 11 of 31. That means stabbing file. Walking through publicly released video of Carmelo Anthony's arrest 2 minutes 48 seconds. Go to channel WFAA 2000 views 21 hours ago. Play setting match reacts to new release Carmelo Anthony video evidence. Movie camera 6 minutes 18 seconds. Go to channel 9 TV 9 TV 518 views 3 hours ago. Play video, but
That's not the one.
tap to activate. That means stabbing file. Just releases videos and images of Carmelo Anthony murder case 1 minute 32 seconds. Go to channel C. Tap to activate. Showing items 12. Carmelo Anthony has been indicted for murder. 58,000 views. CBS Texas 11. Just releases videos and images of Carmelo Anthony murder case 1 minute 32 seconds. Go to channel CBS. Carmelo Anthony. Marco Mera explains self-defense in Carmelo Anthony case. 124,000 views. News Station 1 year ago. Play short, but showing items 13 to 16. Carmelo Anthony has been indicted for murder. 58,000 views. CBS Texas 11 months ago.
Let's see what he said on this.
But setting match reacts to new release Carmelo Anthony video evidence. Movie camera 6 minutes. Double tap to show control. Video player.
I can't find one. I can't find the one I want you guys to find. Let's see if you say something about it on this one.
Skip is active. Skip app. Tap to activate. Double tap to show control. Video. Play video.
I think I heard somebody in the comments.
Hunter Warren Dash 5H said hi.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, if you're a father, happy Father's Day to you,
Sure,
man.
man.
Hope you enjoy your weekend, bro. Shit, we just right now, we just getting into the Carmelo Anthony case. You know, we were talking about the 1-year-old infant that lost his life due to the shooting from the police officer, if you want to comment on that. And we're gonna be getting into, Lil Dirt. Wondering if he gonna come home. We're gonna see what we can find on that. Also, if you're a Democrat, what you feel about Donald Trump coming to call it the Democrats dummies? Yeah, he said they Democrats. That's what he said. He said they Democrats. That's what he called them, Democrats. Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that shit. You feel me? So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying? See what we can find on that too as well. I think he tweeted, I can't remember, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna see what we can find on it. Also, we're gonna get into a little bit of Drake and Michael Jackson. One of Michael Jackson's former bodyguards came out, this week and did an interview. We're gonna get into one or two of the interviews that he did. You feel me? Shout out to one of the greatest or the greatest. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When you talk about two of the greatest, bro, there's no way here let's say three of the greatest of all time, bro. Three of the greatest. You feel me? And I know Shaka Khan and Tina Turner, bro, and Anita Baker and all them. Bro, I know Sam Cooke, all them, they did their thing, bro. They did their thing, but understand without them, I understand that without them guys, bro, I definitely understand there would be no Michael Jackson, bro. There would be no Tupac. All right? But in last, but not least, the greatest female singer to ever touch a mic. And I don't care what nobody say. Whitney Houston. We'll never, ever get another three of these people, bro. We'll never see another Mike, another Tupac, and we'll never see another Whitney Houston. You got that? Those three are the greatest when it comes to their particular genres. Ain't nobody above them. Ain't nobody above them. You feel me? Might be somebody 2A, but they not 1A. You feel me? Might be somebody 2A next to them. But they definitely ain't gonna be 1A, bro. Michael Jackson, bro, who you know who you know that not even the celebrities today is doing what Michael Jackson did, bro. When it comes to fans and all that, bro. Probably the only one that comes close is maybe NBA YoungBoy, maybe. But how many artists you know where fans fainted when they seen Michael Jackson, bro? How many artists you know the security guards and his staff and stuff like that had to use illusions in order for him to get out in public? Had to just put special disguises and shit on him, bro. How many people? Nobody but Mike, bro. Mike the only one. You feel me? Mike the only one, bro. Mike, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, the way the American people did Michael Jackson, bro, was fucked up. You feel me? But in other countries, man, there's not going to be any artist with love in other countries the way Michael Jackson was loved, bro. Let's get into this right quick.
Play video, but
Kill face federal charges. That don't even make sense, bro. What about that is interstate? What about that is interstate related? Do you even understand how feds pick up charges? What the f are you talking about? People like you try to talk and say shit like that, bro. I see you motherfuckers in the mouth real quick. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There's a video. Chicks, what's going on? I just sent it to Chick. And that video, bro.
Play video.
Hey, if y'all haven't yet, man, go check out Chig Smooth, man. Subscribe to his channel, man. Let him know the blind homie sent you, man. I got great respect for, Chig Smooth, bro. Even though he's somebody I never met, bro, but you know, he's definitely a person that gave me advice and helped me with a couple of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate Chigs, bro. And he gave me the opportunity and the ability to reach out to him whenever I need to. You feel me? You know, I haven't yet because I've been working on this shit by myself. You feel me? But, eventually I will. You know what I'm saying? But Chigs, if you're looking, bro, I definitely appreciate you. And I definitely rock with you the long way, bro. You feel me? Like, so y'all go check out Chig Smooth. Y'all sign, y'all hit that subscribe button, like his videos, jump in the comments, let them know the blind homie sent you, man. Chigs, I appreciate you. Thank you, bro.
You watch it in reverse and you see the top part. If you watch it in reverse, right, you see these motherfuckers surrounded the little dude. Not only did they surround him, not only did they do that, you see the mother push the shit out the little mother. You gotta zoom in. Right, that little.
So he actually saying they pushed him first. He was surrounded, and the other kids was pushing him. Obviously, Austin, whoever was with Austin, was possibly pushing Carmelo Anthony. So yeah, nigga, at that time, you agitated, aggravated, and you nervous. You probably scared. You don't know why the hell they doing this shit to you. So I can understand his reaction, man. But we just got to be careful how we react, bro. You got to meet the force with the force. You feel me? They pull a weapon out on you, then you capable of pulling a weapon out on them. If they only using hands and feet, you have to use hands and feet too, bro. Unless they breaking into your home or your vehicle.
Should not be in jail. They should have filed a mistrial for manslaughter.
And fellas, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, the Carolinians, the Virginians, bro, anywhere. Y'all motherfuckers start riding with one in the chamber, bro. Don't do that. Do not ride with a bullet in the chamber. Don't do that. Because you doing that, if you end up using it, because most of the time you're going to let them know that you had one in the chamber, they can turn that against you and possibly charge you with premeditated. So, fellas, do not keep one in the head, all right? AKA the chamber. Don't do that. That's just a heads up from the blind homie.
That wasn't calculated or none of this shit. It is not illegal for a kid to have a knife on him at all. When I went to high school, bro, I always kept a blade on me. I kept a little fork knife type shit because I played football, basketball.
Bro, even when I went to high school, bro, they let us bring little pocket knives and shit like that to school, bro. They just had to be they couldn't be a certain length. But we definitely was able to bring them to school. So I don't even understand why, why that was a problem or why they tried to make that out a problem with him having a knife, bro. Because the shit, I graduated 2005. I don't know where all my 2005 is out there, Shout out 2005. You feel me? But back when I was in high school, I don't think middle school, but I definitely remember high school, bro. We was able to keep like little pocket knives and shit like that on us in school, bro. We was able to have those kind of things, bro. It just, I think the limit, it couldn't be longer than 6 inches or something like that. So a 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch pocket knife or something like that, you was definitely able to bring that to school. You feel me? So I don't know why they tried to make it seem like it was a problem. The only reason why I think it was a problem, bro, because at first everybody, his parents really made it out to be a race thing. Nobody was turning this into a race thing until his parents started speaking. And I can even say that, the brother wasn't even trying to make it a race thing. And I can say that because he knew that it wasn't just him and his brother. It wasn't just him and Austin over there, intimidating Carmelo Anthony, bro. He knew this. He knew this. And as you see, he didn't implicate the other kids into anything, bro. He just made it seem like him and his brother went over there, said something to Carmelo Anthony, and the next thing you know, Carmelo Anthony pulled out a knife, bro. You know damn well, Hunter, it didn't play out like that, fool. You know better than that, man. You know better than that, Hunter.
Bad guess.
You feel
Bad
me?
guess. Bad guess. Bad guess. It's Salty's underscore. Bad guess. Bad guess. Bad guess. It's and Nathan Castaneted dash star color white. In color white. It's Salty's underscore Leo. Greetings from the Baltics, Lithuania.
Yeah. If you guys want to be, tagged in a video or whatever like that, we're gonna do that too at some point.
Share.
Just let me know. You feel me? And I'll bring you guys on. We can go back and forth. I don't mind. You feel me? But yeah, Hunter, you knew what the deal was, dog. You already knew that you and your brother wasn't by yourself, so it couldn't be the race. It couldn't be the race thing. You allow your mom to play the race card. You feel me? And then she tried to be slick by using the gentleman thing. You know what I'm saying? So the mom allowed the community to turn this, and the dad too, definitely, especially his bitch ass, bro. Somebody gonna catch you at an Amico or something like that, bro. Texaco and whoop your ass one day. Watch. They gonna let all this shit die down, and you gonna be getting gas somewhere, trying to be at a liquor store, getting you something to drink or something like that, bro. Somebody gonna whoop your ass, man. Hey, McCaffrey, the father. Somebody gonna whoop your ass, dude. I just want you to know. Cause you just been talking some cash shit. So somebody definitely gonna get you, man. You just be ready for it. Be ready for it, bro. Yeah, just be ready for it. You did, cause somebody definitely gonna get you, homie. And the blind homie is not promoting anybody. So I'm just saying, bro. Karma is real. She is a thing, whether you want to believe in her or not, bro. Whatever you put out there in the universe, it's gonna come back to you, and it's gonna come back 100 times harder. You feel me? So, uh, uh, McCaffrey, the father, and the mother, y'all be ready. Y'all be ready, cause all them donations that y'all got, you feel me? When y'all trying to play this a race thing, oh yeah, it's gonna backfire on you. Oh yeah, mm-hmm. Because I already know it's some white people that's disgusted with y'all. They already showing it, bro. They showing it that they disgusted with y'all, bro. Yeah, you not putting out there how your own community really feel about you, bro. Yeah, yeah. Let's see.
My fingernails always dirty. She used the knife to clean my shit up. I have a nail file. But what you see at the top of that shit, and I'll send it to you. You see, they pushed that little mother. They surrounded his little. It wasn't just no mother Austin. It was that brother and hella mother. It was his brother and hella mother.
And that's why they didn't want to bring the video out, bro.
Sure. Watch this shit. Police right here. If you get out, I'm say he's stealing. My understanding was it wasn't a knife, it was a tool. Sharpen
Bluetooth connected.
They showed what type of knife it was.
I'm sure you guys probably can hear that a little better, man. I should have did that earlier.
I'll be thinking the goddamn car no lock. Wrong side.
Showing items one. Enter full screen. But tap to activate. 4 minutes 17 seconds of 6 minutes 17 seconds. Slider. 4 minutes 37 seconds of 6 minutes 17 seconds. Slider.
You see them little mother.
Play video. But
So there you go, bro. He basically telling y'all that Carmelo Anthony was surrounded, bro. So there's no way in hell that he should have been charged with, murder. It's fortunate they didn't charge him with capital murder, but they did charge him with first degree. And it's surprising, bro. You feel me? And that's why the family of not Carmelo Anthony, excuse me, but the Metcalfs did not want video to come out, bro. They did not want the video should have been out. This happened April of 2025. It's June of 2026, bro. Why did it take them so long to produce the police cam video And also they tried to make it seem like that there was no video footage there, period, bro. You remember them saying that? They were trying to make us out of all these people that pull their camera out when stuff go down. They actually tried to get the public to believe that there was no video footage. And the public wasn't buying that shit, bro. So they had to come back and say, well, we're not going to allow the video footage, bro. And them not allowing that video footage is what helped get Carmelo his sentence, bro. It wasn't just the fact that they put, whites and Asians and things like that into the jury, bro. It was the fact that they really wanted to make an example out of it, bro. So I think Texas or the government period need to clarify which manner and what force equals what type of force. So, you know, people who are trying to defend themselves in incidents, bro, that they don't provoke. You feel me? When it comes to them, it should be some type of law excusing them from them you having to use brute force to get themselves out of the situation. Because he didn't run away, man. It wasn't like he left the premises of where he was, bro. He ran straight to a police officer. He did not run away. He didn't try to hide. He didn't try to do none of that, bro. He even told them, bro, how do we really know them kids saying, Carmelo saying, if you touch me, you're going to see what happened. You're going to find out what happened. How do we really know that's what he said, bro? When Carmelo came to the officer and said to the officer that I asked him not to touch me no more. I asked him not to touch me no more. He did. He did. So it wasn't, bro. That should inform people right there that it was possibly more than one person, bro. Definitely. But, when it's something like this between, a white kid and a black kid, the first thing the media is going to try to portray is that, oh, this black kid killed this white kid because of such and such. You did. It's not going to be like, you think they would have said, oh, Austin Metcalf killed or took the life of Carmelo Anthony because he was black. Nah, they not gonna say that. It would have been like Austin Metcalf took the life of Carmelo Anthony because Carmelo Anthony was bullying him or abrasive or provocative or something like that, bro. And true enough, being that he's in Texas, bro, because Georgia ain't finna let that shit fly. Whether you white, black, Latino, Mexican, Jamaican, Japanese, Georgia ain't finna let that shit fly like that, bro. You feel me? They not finna let that fly like that over here. They don't give a damn what color you is. They really don't. Because they already know half the kids that's in bullshit is the Caucasian kids, bro. They into more of the bullshit and using more of the drugs than what the black kids are. They know that over here in Georgia, bro. You feel me? I'm pretty sure they know that in Texas too, but they just not bringing that shit to your attention. You did. So if the shoe was on the other foot, yeah, hell yeah, with him being in Texas and the way the stand your growl on the stand your growl law is, I still said it wrong, y'all. The stand your ground law is, and how the rules and things like that for Texas regulate on how you able to defend yourself. Yeah, hell yeah. Austin Metcalf would have been able to walk free. He would have walked free. He would have walked free. He would have walked scot-free if the shoe was on the other foot, bro. He would have walked scot-free. And if you don't want to believe that, that's you. You naive. But when you got other white bloggers or other, white citizens that's coming on TikTok or things like that, disagreeing with what they're saying, bro, then yeah, it's definitely an issue. You know what I'm saying? And we're not trying to make it that over here, bro, because we don't, bro, all I see is black. I'm completely blind, bro, so I don't see color. All you motherfuckers look the same to me when I hear your voice. You all look the same to me. You feel me? And on top of that, I got nieces and nephews that are interracial. You feel me? And I have nieces and nephews that are Caucasian. So I'm not choosing, sides or anything like that, bro. I'm just choosing the side of what's right. Right is right, wrong is wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of motherfuckers forget, you feel me, that right is right and wrong is wrong. A lot of people just want to choose to go off how they feeling, and they want you to feel what they feeling is right because that's how they feeling, and that's not the case. Especially when you dealing with real life, you feel me? Because there's real life consequences to certain things, bro. And Carmelo Anthony met one of those real life consequences, bro. True enough, he shouldn't have did what he did. It was other means of handling it. You know what I'm saying? But how you expect to react when, he's being bullied and things like that by other kids, other students. So I still think, you know what I'm saying, he defended himself the way that he had to. But I definitely disagree with the time they gave him, bro. How you give this man 35 years, bro? He's never been in trouble. It's not even in school, bro. They can't even find anything with him being in trouble in school. And y'all, his first offense, bro, his only offense, y'all choose to give him 35 years, bro. 35 years, bro. Y'all said, oh, we'll let you out when you turn 57. But y'all niggas finna let Diddy get out on sex trafficking, probably aping people or raping people, however you want to say it, bro. Y'all been, bro, come on, bro. Y'all should keep Diddy ass in there and let Carmelo Anthony out, bro. He still got a future. Even though truth. Austin Metcalf, we don't know what his future would have been. He might have been an Atlanta Falcon, bro. The blind homie probably would have been a fan of his in the next 7 years if he was still able to play football or something like that, bro. I don't know. You did. Like I say, it's sad what happened, bro. But to every action, there's a reactions, and if your ass ain't ready for that reaction, don't commit the act, bro. Don't commit the act. You feel me? If you ain't in position to tell anybody to do any damn thing, get someone who is, bro. That's going to keep your ass out of a lot of trouble. It might keep you from losing your life. It might keep you from being involved in a lawsuit. Hell, it might even keep you from being in an interrogation room when you don't want to be in that motherfucker because you done been witness to something. You feel me? So people just shit, bro. What's hard about what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, man. You did it shouldn't be nothing hard about it, bro. You feel me? It just shouldn't. It just shouldn't. To all them adults that was up there on that damn jury, in that jury, bro, y'all should be a damn shame of y'allself, bro. Y'all should be a damn shame of y'allself. Like, why wouldn't they want teachers in a jury? Why wouldn't they want, other blacks in the jury? If this was what they need to explain to as well. If the jury is supposed to be of your peers, then how come it wasn't students? You know what I'm saying? In that jury box for Carmelo Anthony. Or if they're going to use adults, why come it couldn't be, so they use 12 people, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I ain't finna do no damn jury duty. Hey, I just want you to know, no matter what state I'm living in, I ain't doing your damn jury duty. Okay? I'ma ignore that shit. I'ma ignore it to the fullest. I just want y'all to know. Excuse me, but if you supposed to be doing jury duty, hey, go do what you supposed to do as an American citizen. The blind homie just ain't with that shit though. All right, I ain't with it. You feel me? I don't want to be responsible for putting somebody behind bars or whatever like that, bro. Because y'all gonna get a no out of me all the time. I'm gonna be that main jury. You remember how Cold Payne was on Martin, bro? I mean, what was his damn last name, bro? What was Cole last name on Martin, bro? I can't. Cole Brown. Yeah, yeah. Y'all remember how he was on Martin, bro? When he had that jury, when they put his ass in jury, I'm gonna be that motherfucker. Hey, I ain't saying shit till y'all get me like 12 lemon pepper wing. I want 12 jumbo shrimp. I want a lobster in my face. You feel me? Yeah. I want some sweet potato fry, a sweet tea mixed with lemonade, also some Tropicana lemonade too on the side too, if you don't mind. And if you too don't mind, bro, hey, put some sweet potato souffle up in that guy too, somewhat too. You feel me? Yeah, I want me some sweet potato souffle. Yeah. Oh, bro, I ain't answering nothing until I get what I want in them. Y'all supposed to feed me too? Hey, hey, that's the only way I. Don't put me in that motherfucker, bro. I ain't going. I ain't going. Yeah. You better go ask somebody, bro. I ain't going. I ain't going. They just going to have to come get my ass, lock me up. What the fuck else? Shit, my daddy gonna call somebody to come get my ass out of jail. I ain't. Shit, I ain't tripping, bro. You know I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that shit. But why come Carmelo Anthony couldn't have 4 Latinos from different ethnicities, whether they Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, or whatever? 4 blacks and four whites. Why they couldn't do it like that? You feel me? Like that's something that they definitely gonna have to adjust, and that's something I think they should explain. Like why didn't they allow any person of his own color up in that jury, bro? Why? It is nobody that had to walk through the walk that Carmelo Anthony had to walk through, or his parents ever had to endure. You feel me? Nobody on that jury was that endured what his parents went through was on that jury, bro. Know what it's like being a black parent. They wasn't on that jury, bro. So I don't personally feel, and I hate to make this a personal thing, but because I feel like justice was not served, you feel me, correctly. I just feel like the blind homie feel like, bro, they wrong for what they did, bro. And they, his trial he should have a new trial. They should have, you know, if they're not gonna do a jury of his peers, then a jury of his parents' peers. You feel me? Because only if you a black parent is that's only how you gonna know what black people go through, bro. You feel me? That's it. And and some you got some Caucasian kids out there that know what that shit feel like because you know I guess you can say the trailer parks is like the projects. You feel me? So shit, they kind of understand how that shit feel, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you think Carmelo Anthony didn't have any white friends when he was in a dominantly white community, bro, you sadly mistaken. So I'm pretty sure they didn't allow any of his white friends or anything like that to hit that jury, but I mean to hit that witness stand, bro. So it's a lot of stuff that they did to railroad Carmelo Anthony, man. But we gonna move on, man. But you guys let me know how you feel about what's going on with Carmelo Anthony. Let me know what you feel about, if you want to, about, the 1-year-old who lost his life, man. Whatever else you guys want to discuss with you guys. There's some people in this world, you did. You motherfucking done got shot out, bro.
YouTube. Minimize layer. That means static file. What? Setting app. React to release Carmelo Anthony. YouTube notification. Image. Windows.
Let's find this little
YouTube.
everything. Then we're gonna discuss Donald Trump a little bit, y'all.
Notifications one. But window YouTube. Notification. Next. New notification. Date OTT uploaded. That voice. New notification. For you producer 50 found deceased in Tennessee 1.1 hours ago. New notification. Board of events TPA. Uploaded. New notification. Yard of dialogue uploaded. We got that press MJ bodyguard. I'm Michael Jackson. New notification. Long crime files uploaded. Videos live out. New notification. 6 days. Uploaded. Minimize layer. You. But out of list. YouTube. Showing items 1 to 10 of 10. History. But heading. History. But heading. Navigate up. But game dash should never try to wrap you. 6 minutes 18 seconds. Setting app. 2 minutes 57 seconds. Senatobia. 6 minutes 19 seconds. Michael Jackson was the MJ bodyguard reveals he almost handles strange people with stick. The art of dialogue. 148 views. 17 minutes 20 seconds. I did it. Serve the uncut body count. I just changed the entire process. 36 minutes 55 seconds. Exclusive 80 days value on his life sentence. Young and case 2. JD and 4 minutes 58 seconds. Janet Jackson wasn't allowed in Michael Jackson's house. MJ bodyguard says Janet got an attitude. The art of that. 6 minutes 23 seconds. I was offered $50,000 to make Michael Jackson sign off on his MJ bodyguard on loose behind his death. The art of that. 8 minutes 26 seconds. Parents targeted Michael Jackson. MJ's bodyguard says kids were forced to lie on Michael Jackson. The art. 8 minutes 26 seconds. 8 minutes 26 seconds. Parents targeted Michael Jackson. MJ's bodyguard. YouTube. Double tap to show controls. Video layer. Out of list. Showing items 1 to 5 5. Showing items 1 to 4 6. Tap to activate. Sponsor 028. Sponsor 027. Sponsor 026. Sponsor 025. You can now skip this at YouTube. Sponsor 024 My Ad Center. Sponsor 022. Sponsor 022 My Ad Center. Sponsor skip ad. Tap to activate. Double tap to show controls. Video layer. Showing items 1 to 6 of 43. Tap to activate. Showing items 1 to 2. Power on. Bluetooth connected.
I think some people just took advantage of his relationship with Chip.
All right, this is Michael Jackson's bodyguard, head of security too as well. So he was around he was around with Michael Jackson a lot. You know what I'm saying? And apparently the doctor that Michael Jackson had before, his tragic passing was cool with Michael Jackson's bodyguard. So, there's a lot of connection right there, man. So I want you guys to just listen to what the bodyguards say and everything like that on why Michael Jackson really, was hurt, was disgusted, especially with like the people of America and everything like that. He's gonna give you insight on how Michael Jackson, felt um during the times of people saying, he was a child molester and all that type of thing, man. So you guys check this out. I'll be right back. Just hear it. You did use your ears because I got to use mine. So when you walk into the lines, then baby, when you click into the lines, then baby, you got to use your ear. You know what I'm saying? Use your ears, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just sit down, pull you up a drink. You feel me? Or play some soft music in the background, roll you one up, listen to your blind homie. You feel me? Kick it with me. But I'm gonna let y'all hear this right quick, man. And if you haven't looked at the Michael Jackson movie yet, man, go check it out, bro. I thought that it probably, I think it's the best one, you know, that's been made outside of Michael Jackson Moonwalker. If you ain't seen Michael Jackson Moonwalker, go check it out. But the latest Michael Jackson movie, Michael, I think is, probably the best one that we've been able to, watch or attain, or, that they given us or whatever like that. But, here's the bodyguard, Mr. Bill or Billy. I think that's what he go by. But here you go, check him out right quick.
And he invited into his home some kids were cancer patients that he helped get through, took care of their medical bills. Others that he welcomed to Neverland, and they would stay at the home. And some people took advantage of him. And he was a target, and they accused him of certain things. And I've always felt as a parent myself, there are people going after him financially when they feel that he did something to their kid. I mean, come on, as a parent, there's no amount of money in the world that would satisfy me, if you did something to mine. So they went after him financially. Um, and the one case he did settle, he directly told me he didn't want to settle. He wanted to fight it, but he was advised that it would just go away. In the court of public perception, for you to settle a case, some people are going to think you're guilty. But in his mind, or with his representation, that it would just go away. And it only made it worse, But he did want to fight, which is why he fought the other cases. So I think people just took advantage of him. And he was definitely targeted. And I think it was the start of all the other accusations.
And he was really hurt about that behind the scenes.
Oh, that hurt him. I think it crushed him. I think it was the beginning of, hate to say it, of the downfall. I think it was the beginning. I mean, to be accused of anything like that, to hurt the child, not many people can live with that or even forgive that. And he was not the same. I don't think he was. The conversations he and I had, because he would just out of the blue, he would just comment, I would never hurt a child. I would never. He said he would slit his wrist first before he ever.
Play video, but
Y'all see what y'all did to my boy, man? Y'all had my boy thinking about suicide, bro. Y'all see what the media can do? You feel me? When they want to tarnish a motherfucking name, bro. When They use what you love the most. Also, people do too. And they knew how much Michael Jackson felt about kids, bro. So they got parents to use their kids to turn against him. You know how awful Michael Jackson probably had to feel, bro, going through that. Come on, man. The whole reason he built Neverland was because he never had a childhood, bro. That's the whole reason he built Neverland, bro. He wanted to feel something that he was never able to feel. And he wanted to give his kids something that he was never able to enjoy. And not only that, bro, he allowed the families of other kids to come and enjoy Neverland with him, bro. Fire, cancer patients, fire patients, bro. Like Michael Jackson was doing a lot of shit that he just didn't want people to know he was doing behind the scenes, but the media wanted y'all to know, oh, he was doing too good, bro. So they had to do something to tarnish his name. And what better way than to them say he's doing something to kids or use the parents to say that Michael Jackson done something to their kids. You feel me? Why in the hell you, you think a graper of kids finna donate $1 million to cancer research or $2 million, $5 million? You bro, let's see how much first, bro, how much money did he get? We'll see after this.
Pause video. But
You know, but he was just so private and humble, and people took advantage of that.
They always do, bro. They always try to take advantage
It
of
was
when you.
hard to see. There were times in which we were out and about.
play video.
They
But
always try to take advantage of you when you humble. They confuse humble with being nice or kind. It's not that, bro. It's not that. If a motherfucker's showing you humility, bro, they really love you, bro. And people take advantage of people of humble people, bro. Trust me, I know. They gonna take advantage of your humble ass, bro. So you got to learn who to be humble with and who not to be. Because they confuse that shit with kindness, you know what I'm saying, nice, all that type of bullshit, bro. They don't look at it as you genuinely having love for them in their heart. You know why? Because that's not what they have for you. They just looking for something from you. Either something from you or some way to destroy you, bro. So to all my humble people out there, just be careful who you humble to. Because you can't be humble to everybody, man. And that's a hard lesson the blind homie had to learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? People act like they for you and still use the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you can do something by mistake, like literally a fucking mistake. You know what I'm saying? And they'll hold that grudge against you. You feel me? Until they able to do that same shit to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, you walking into a store or let's say you at work. You feel me? And you trying to hear and get in the door, you walk in the door to get to clock in and shit, and not knowing somebody behind you or nothing like that, bro, the door just boom, slamming their face. So that you know the first thing to know this motherfucker did. Oh, so guess what's on their mind? They waiting to do that same shit to you. You feel me? They waiting to do that same shit to you, bro. Half the time when they see you coming, they'll just slam the motherfucking door. Then when he let that bit close where you can catch it, they'll just grab it and pull it. You feel me? Because they remembering like what you did, and they feeling like what you did was purposely done. You feel me? So you gotta be careful, motherfuckers like that, bro. Like I done seen motherfuckers like that too, bro. I know them motherfuckers, bro. So hey, that shit there, bro. The blind homie be aware of shit like that. You did, and I know, bro. I've done seen it. I done seen it, bro. I done seen it. You feel me? It's motherfuckers to do shit like that, bro. They'll just sit and wait. You feel me? I mean, they'll wait. They won't forget. They will not forget, bro. They won't forget, bro. They gonna hold that shit in. They gonna hold it in. They gonna hold it in. They gonna smile in your face though. They definitely is. But they gonna hold it in until they feel like they got their get back. You did, and whatever you did to them, that's what they gonna do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I say with the door shit, bro. With the door, they gonna do that shit to you, bro. If you call them, chop it up real quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? And be like, "Ah, man, I'll let you later, bro," without saying goodbye. Click. You just hang on real fast, bro. Next time you call that motherfucker, bro, and y'all get ready to say y'all bye, bro. I hit you later, bro. That motherfucker just click. You ain't even get time to say shit. You feel me? They be doing dumb shit like that, bro. You gotta pay attention to that shit, bro.
Oh,
That's why the
tap to activate. Double tap and hold to long press.
that's why the blind homie be to a motherfucking self, bro. Cause motherfucking bro, like, yeah, I be catching that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That these people, it be grown motherfuckers too. Be like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, what the hell wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? It be grown motherfucker, grown, bro. The grownest, the person that call themselves the grownest, bro, be holding the most grudges, bro. They be holding them. They be holding grudges the longest, bro. You feel me? So you got to be careful of them motherfuckers, man. You got to be careful of them motherfuckers, bro. Like straight up. Like I understand where Mike coming from, man. Like you just can't be as humble to some people, bro. You just can't. It's gonna cause you pain. You feel me? In the end, it's gonna cause you some type of pain, bro. It's gonna cause you something, bro. It's gonna cause you something mentally. You feel me? Because while you doing shit, you know what I'm saying, either kindness or generosity of your heart or whatever, or you move in a certain way just because that's how you move. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Either they'll take advantage of that, or if you do something to them, bro, that you did not intentionally do on purpose or whatever like that, they gonna remember that shit. They gonna remember that shit. But trust the blind homie, y'all. They gonna remember it. You feel me? They gonna hold on to it so long, and they gonna wait for the right moment so they can get back. They can feel like they did what you did to them. That's all they want. They just want you to feel what you did to them, bro. Even though you ain't do that shit intentionally, bro. You know what I'm saying? So people, please, my blindsiders out there, be careful of them people. Stay away from them people. Don't be around them people too long, bro. Don't give them too much conversation. Don't give them too much of your time. You feel me? Cause that's the same person that's gonna snitch on you. That's the same person that'll stab you on your back. They gonna lie to you. That's the same person, bro. Like you think y'all that tight? Nah, 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 nah. When some real shit go down, they gonna take the other side. You feel me? They gonna take this side because that's who they no longer or some bullshit like that, bro. That's what they do. You feel me? So you gotta be real motherfucking careful, bro. Be careful who you being humble to. You know what I'm saying? And Michael was just trying to be humble to his fans and show love to his fans, but the parents of his fans, bro, was some jackasses. You know what I'm saying?
Pause video button.
I'm
Y'all
definitely finna smoke
knows
this. Yeah, I didn't know
you
y'all
got a
know. So I
bunch of
hope you.
fans out there
Hey,
screaming, I love you," but you'll hear somebody from afar scream, "Child molester." That hurt him. Um, when we get back to the vehicles, and they'll ask us, "Hey, did you guys hear somebody say something very mean?" And I looked at my partner, and I'm shaking my head like, "No, say no. We didn't hear it," because I know that had we confirmed with him, we heard it, man, we'd have been on the next plane to Bahrain. And I wasn't trying.
Play video button.
bro, Mike had houses everywhere, bro. Damn. Any country, any state, bro. Mike had a house there. You feel me? You know he was well connected and very powerful, nigga. If he if he talking to somebody like Nelson Mandela, bro, come on. You feel me? Like so Mike had houses everywhere, bro, and I believe him, bro. Like he didn't say, "Did you hear something?" You hear some, you heard that bullshit they was screaming at me? Nah, he ain't say it like that. Bro, y'all need to understand how my man was feeling, man. Mike knew he was grown ass man, bro, but mentally it was something he was lacking, bro, because he missed his whole childhood, bro. So that when that man come out, when that the Michael Jackson man come out, bro, it gonna come out when it need to come out. But that soft hearted, kind hearted, selfless person that Michael Jackson was, bro. That's who he was 24/7, bro. You feel me? So yeah, Michael Jackson was like my mama. You feel me? He ain't doing a lot of cursing unless you really piss him off. You got to really piss him off for him to curse. You know what I'm saying? Just to say shit or damn or ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mommy is, bro. My mommy don't cuss. She got to be real. I mean, real, really, 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 really mad in order for her to say one cuss word. See, that's just not something I grew up hearing my mother say, bro. I really never, bro. I probably only heard my mama cuss. I'm 39. I probably only heard my mama cuss 3 times in my lifetime, bro. Like straight up, and that's if 3 times, bro. That's if 3 times. And I'm being dead ass serious. I can't remember my mama really cussing like that, bro. She don't. That's not what she do. You feel me? She don't cuss at her kids. She don't even cuss at her sisters. You know what I'm saying? When her sister pisses off, she ain't even cuss at them. You feel me? She don't cuss at her nieces and nephews. She not one of them drive-through workers or something like that. Them Sonic workers or Burger King workers or something like that. She want to go there and get her a little sandwich or something like that. She might cuss one of them motherfuckers out at times. You feel me? But to just say I heard my mama cuss at her kids or people in general, no, bro, no. Now, like I say, y'all, with me being the age I am, I probably only heard my mama cuss 2 or 3 times, bro. Like straight up. I'm being dead ass serious with y'all, bro. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like I can't I can't use 5 of my fingers to say I heard my mama cuss this many times, y'all. I can't. Like dead serious, I can't. That's just not something she do. So I believe Mike was the same way, bro.
YouTube has 5 notifications.
I don't think Mike.
Activate. Double tap and hold long press. Actions available. Use tap with 3 fingers to view.
I don't think Mike really used profanity like that unless, you know what I'm saying, you made him. He had to be real pissed off. You feel me? And with the American fans, a lot of the American fans, bro, especially the parents, I think it was more the parents of the fans. You feel me? Mike was pissed off with. Like he was very pissed off with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hurt my boy, man. Y'all hurt him. Y'all ain't give him a chance. Y'all believed anything the media told y'all, man. So that's why we here today to let y'all know, somebody that was actually around Michael Jackson who had to be there, being at who Michael Jackson was. You feel me? You think this dude with kids, you think this brother with kids is going to sit here and get in front of that camera and say Michael Jackson didn't do that shit, bro? If he did, no. You gonna think he would have still been working with Michael Jackson, or working for Michael Jackson if he was doing something like that, bro? No. See, y'all let the media play y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all need to open your eyes, people. Open your eyes, bro. You need to pay attention to these powers that be, like these Diddies, these damn Tyler Perry people. These, bro. Hey, y'all need to wake up, bro, and see what's really going on. What's going on?
Rain showers. 75 degrees. Phone screen 2. Home.
Hold up, y'all.
Actions of it. Gemini. Topic Gemini Live. Tap to activate. Gemini. Phone screen 2. Home. Topic Gemini Live. Gemini. Phone screen 2. Home. Gemini. Topic Gemini Live. Topic Gemini Live. Tap to activate. Gemini. Accept the vote by 40%. YouTube has 5 notifications. Tap to activate. Double tap and hold long press. Actions available. Swipe up or swipe down. Double tap activate. Sponsor. Find your phone. Connect with group. And should they start with play video. But
We get on the next plane to Bahrain, and I wasn't trying to go to Bahrain. So, he was that type. He would have left the country. Because here in the state,
Where the hell is Bahrain?
they dragged him. They dragged him
You
hard.
heard him? Hold up.
double tap the high video layer. In this video. Double tap the high in this video. Double tap the high video layer. Double tap the high video layer. In this video. Double tap the high video layer. Double tap the high video layer. 3 minutes 49 seconds, 25 seconds. Double tap the high video layer. 3 minutes 49 seconds, 25 seconds. 3 minutes 47 seconds.
And I'm shaking my head like, no, they know. No, we didn't hear it. Because I know that had we confirmed with him, we heard it, man, we'd have been on the next plane to Bahrain. And I wasn't trying to go to Bahrain. So, no, he was that type. He would have left the country. Because here in the States, they dragged him. They dragged him hard. Um, Outside of the States, other countries, they treated him like royalty. But it was here in the States that really, the tabloids, they were more concerned with what was he accused of and less concerned with what he was found not guilty.
And he even had cancer patients flying on him.
Oh, absolutely. There were families that he looked out for, took care of, paid medical bills, and they were uh, coerced into filing claims against him, saying that he did something.
You see that, bro? Just imagine how hurt he was, bro. You know how much money Michael Jackson probably put out to help some of them cancer patients, bro. The families of these cancer patients, bro. You know how much money he probably put out, bro, just to do that shit. And then for the same people to turn their back on him and claim that he done something to their children. Just imagine how he felt after that, bro. Just imagine how would you feel, bro? How would you have felt, bro? If you was if if you was the biggest star in the entire damn world, you couldn't go anywhere without anybody knowing who you was, recognizing you or anything like that. The closest friends that you could make, you feel me, was probably kids, young movie stars or some shit like that. And we know he had got close to a lot of the kids after, his scalp caught on fire and stuff like that. You feel me? And we know he was doing a lot of shit with kids because him himself didn't have too much of a childhood himself. He been a star damn near his whole life. What he started out at 6 or 7 or some shit like that? 80? He's been a star damn near his whole life, bro. His Michael Jackson, what he died at age what, 52? So from the age of 7 to 8 to the age of 52, bro, what's that? Like 4 decades, bro. He spent 4 decades of his life being a star. No childhood, no recess, no chocolate chip cookies, none of that, bro. Just working, preparing, schedules, traveling, all that, bro. It did the worst thing that could possibly happen to him happens to him while he's doing the one thing that he enjoys the most. You know what I'm saying? The one thing Michael Jackson enjoyed the most in this entire world outside of his kids, bro. And if you're a real Michael Jackson fan, you know this. Bro. See, I know this. That motherfucker enjoyed performing. Michael Jackson came out with the greatest moves, dance moves, period, ever, bro. Bro, motherfuckers still talk about, you got people still imitating a moonwalk today. And I ain't seen nobody do it better than probably Chris Brown and Carmella from the WWE. I think Chris Brown, it was either Chris Brown or Usher, one of them two, I think. I can't remember exactly which one. And Carmella from WWE, the wrestler. She damn, and she can do it in high heels. You feel me? So I ain't really seen nobody ever do it like them. You did. I think they do it the best. You know? So you got people still imitating that. You got people still trying to do the shit where he was leaning up. But it's a lot of his dance move that motherfuckers still try to imitate, bro. You feel me? So come on, bro. Like, Michael gave a lot to the people, bro. He gave a lot to the people, bro. He gave a lot to his fans, man. He really did, bro. That and on top of that, bro, like I say, there still hasn't been a star bigger than Michael Jackson, bro. It just hasn't. Can you name me one? Can you name me any celebrity right now in 2026 that have this type of star power that Michael Jackson had, bro, even in the fucking 80s? We know he had a lot of star power in the 90s, bro, but the 80s, everywhere this man went, bro, shows everything, bro. Women was fainting, bro, crying, crying tears, bro, literally crying tears, bro, for Michael Jackson, bro. Reaching out to this man like they can really touch him, crying. Bro, ain't no artist yet been able to do that shit, bro. Yet. You feel me? Not Prince, Long Live Prince. Not nobody, bro. And if you could name, if you could tell the blind homie one in the comments, chat, hey, let's go. If you can, chat. But I don't think you can, bro, because I think you guys got to agree, bro. There hasn't been anybody like Michael Jackson, bro. Period. Period, bro. Yeah, Usher, Chris Brown, they could try to mimic him, mimic his move. But the blind homie I can't say this though. Even though people mimic his move like Usher, Chris Brown, they can do it pretty damn good. I give them that. And Chris Brown, Usher, they both got dynamic voices. And in my generation, they're gonna be remembered forever, for their talents. But if it's one person that the blind homie feel, and this coming from my good ears, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? When I'm paying attention and shit, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if I ain't paying attention, my ears just ain't gonna hear you. You gonna have to get my attention. You feel me? But if it's one singer out there that I think that can sing and remake all Michael Jackson songs, even though I don't believe he probably can do the moves that Michael Jackson has. And shout out to Michael Jackson's nephew, Jermaine's son, who was in the movie, the latest movie and everything like that, you guys. But to me, The Weeknd, I think The Weeknd comes the closest when it comes to voice, you know what I'm saying? And what he can do as far as in his vocals. But like I think he's about the only one who can sound close to Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I ain't gonna say exact, but his Michael Jackson nephew did sound exactly like him in certain parts of the movie. Certain parts he did, certain parts he didn't. But for the most part, I think his nephew nailed it. You feel me? With his sound, his voice, his vocals, everything. I think he nailed it. But it was like I say, the blind homie at times, bro. You can tell that it wasn't Michael, but at the same time, he do sound just like Michael, bro. He did his, bro. So I think that's the best version of a Michael Jackson movie that we can get, bro. Like his nephew did his damn thing. But when it comes to actual singing some of his greatest hits, I think they should let um the Weeknd remake a lot of those songs, bro. The Weeknd voice, bro. Like he has a very unique voice, bro. But let's keep hearing what the lawyer the bodyguard got to say.
You know, one of the boys that he did set the big case he settled for 20 something million. It wasn't until he passed away that the child came out and said, Mr. Jackson never touched me, never did anything to me. My father uh, made him say those things. And what we don't hear in the public is that 4 months after Mr. Jackson passed away, the father himself committed suicide.
Mm.
And from what I understand is that a lot of fans, Michael Jackson,
whoever that kid was that actually came out and told the truth about what his parents made him do, bro. A parent made him do. Hey, Blind homie salute you, man. Thank you for clearing Michael Jackson's name, bro. I don't think that's gonna be enough to make him rest in peace, but thank you, for helping him rest a little bit easier. You did. Thank you, young man. And I really hate that your father lost his life, but guilt is a motherfucker, bro. Guilt is a motherfucker, bro. So my blindsiders do whatever you, however long you feel like you got left on this planet, bro, on this earth, you know, amongst your people, bro. Do what you do with all of your heart. You feel me? Be there for those that you know love you, bro. So, so if they leave before you leave, you don't have any regrets on anything, bro. Because guilt, well, that guilt gonna eat, bro. It will eat you up. You feel me? And the guilt of him knowing what he did to Michael Jackson and getting that money out of him, it ate him up, bro. He couldn't take it no more. You feel me? And he just had to take himself. He had to take himself, bro. So, hey, if you don't want to feel the burden of guilt, do what you need to do for the ones that you know love you and the ones that you proclaim that you love now. Because when they gone, bro. They ain't gonna be able to hear your cries or nothing like that, bro. You feel me? They not. It's gonna be too late for you to tell them how you feel. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be too late for you to spend that time with them. You know what I'm saying? To get that time back. All them times you wanted to say, I'm gonna go see you, I'm gonna call you, hey, you ain't once they gone, they gone. You feel me? So hey, if you feel like you can hold on to that guilt, it's not gonna eat you alive. You really don't give a shit like that, okay, cool. But if you one of them ones where you know it's gonna eat you up, if you ain't do what you say when you said it, or you ain't live up to your word, or you ain't being who you proclaim to be, yeah, that guilt gonna tear your ass up. That guilt gonna, it's gonna cut you deep, bro. I promise you. I promise you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Blind homie just want you to know now. I just want you to know. I just want you to know. I'm telling you now, that guilt gonna eat your ass up. So do what you can, while you can, for those that you love, man. It's not always about the material shit. It's not always about the money. You feel me? Of course, we all want, the love that we generate, we want that shit reciprocated. You feel me? But however it's reciprocated, that's how you should accept it. If if you give Donnie $100, you shouldn't expect Donnie to give you $100 back if you love him. You feel me? You should expect that back when he say he gonna give it back. You feel me? If he only able to give you 40 or 50 or 20 or 60 out there, you should, bruh, that should, they try, right? You know what I'm saying? So think about that, people. Think about what the blind homie trying to tell you. You feel me? Don't let guilt carry on throughout the rest of your life. You gonna have to deal with that guilt. You feel me? You got to walk with it. You gonna have to carry it. You got to live with it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want that, I think the best way to like deal with something like that, and like what like I say, that young fella father, bro, he took his own life, bro, because he was on a guilt trip, bro. He couldn't hold that shit no more, man. And instead of confessing, before Mike died, it took a toll on him. You feel me? He wasn't ever able to clear Michael Jackson's name. He wasn't able to clear his name, bro. He wasn't able to say I'm sorry. He wasn't able to ask for forgiveness. You feel me? Where he knew Mike did nothing to his child. So when you carrying that type of guilt and they eat at you, oh, it's gonna cause you to do something like that young fella father did, bro. It's either gonna cause you to take your life, or every time you think about it, you damn sure gonna cry. And the more you cry about it, the more you gonna think, hey, you gonna wish you was with them. You feel me? So if you don't want to walk with that guilt, hey, do what you're supposed to do while you got time to do it. You feel me? You better do it now, people. The blind homie telling you now. You better do it now. Either you better do it now, or you better mean with all your heart. If you ain't fucking with it, you better not fuck with it. Because if you show any sign of it that you care, you feel me? That's gonna eat you up too when you ain't granted the time to say what you need to say or do what you feel you need to do. It's gonna eat you, bro. Like, so you got to you got to release the guilt, and the only way you can release that is by confessing to that person before they leave, or acknowledging your faults. You feel me? No matter what that is, you know what I'm saying? Because once that person gone, they gone. You only get one mom, you only get one dad, you only get one grandfather, one grandmother. You feel me? You only get so many uncles, you only get so many aunties, so many cousins. You feel me? So, hey, be mindful, people. You feel me? Or you gonna end up like that father. You know what I'm saying? That burden of that guilt, he couldn't carry it no more, man. He ruined the life, bro. He helped ruin the life of a good man, bro. Michael Jackson. He helped create this persona of Michael Jackson being, a creep, a criminal, a bad person towards kids. You feel me? So yeah, he couldn't live with that shit no more, man. So if you don't want to end up like him, hey, whoever you need to confess that shit to, you better confess it to them. Because if they gone right now and they can't hear you, mm, you got to look. But if you do got somebody that can hear you right now, you better go apologize to them. Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I was supposed to be there. I'm sorry I didn't pick up the phone when you called. I'm sorry that whatever you need to do to get that guilt up off you, you better go do it. Because if you carry that shit, it ain't gonna do nothing but weaken your spirit more and more. And the more you cry about it, yeah, the harder that guilt gonna bear down on you too. So be careful, people. Be careful. And the blind homie don't want to see you, split your wrist or take your life or anything like that, man. That's not what Buddy did was not fair to the family of Michael Jackson or his own child, bro. Because as a man, he should have been able to stand up and confess, you feel me, to what he allowed his son to do or his child to do, bro. Like, that's what he should have done as a man. You feel me? As an adult, you feel me? That's what he should have done. But instead of doing that, he chose to leave his child without a father. You feel me? Which he took the coward way out. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes guilt caused that. Guilt caused you to take the cowardice way out. You feel me? And you if you think taking the cowardice way out going to help or fix your problems, it's not. Because once you do that, you just put yourself in an even worse situation. You did.
And once his son came out and pretty much what he stated, Mr. Jackson didn't touch him. A lot of fans was really, I don't want to use the word harassment, but they were going after his father. And his father, from what I understand, even did some, uh, he tried to change, did some cosmetic plastic surgery to change his look.
Well, he tried to run away from it.
Oh, yeah.
And he still couldn't run away
They said
from it.
4 months after Mr. Jackson passed away, father killed himself.
Yeah, that's just evil, man. I don't even know what to say about that, man. I mean, he's out here helping kids with cancer, and they accusing him of things he didn't do.
It's all about money. And they were trying to get it. And he faced over.
That's why I quit chasing money, bro. That's why I quit worrying about money, bro. That's why I quit trying to feel like I just need money to survive, bro. You feel me? Because that shit put you in a bad mind state, bro, when you like that, bro. You feel me? Like it put you in a bad mind state, bro. So like I ain't a person like God put me in a position. I thank God every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really say I've ever had to worry about, you know, my lights being off or anything like that, how I'm gonna pay my lights or anything like that, bro. I've been living on my own since I got my first place when I was 19. You feel me? Me and one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We moved out when we was like 19 or so, some shit like that, bro. So after I moved out with him and ended up with my own shit, bro, I was like faithfully like my one thing my dad bestowed on me: before you do anything, with your money, make sure all your bills is paid first. Don't hesitate to do that. I don't give a damn if you only pay a certain amount of them. You feel me? Don't do anything unless you pay your bills. You feel me? And that's something that I always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So me wanting money, it just came from watching motherfuckers around me and what they was doing and stuff that they had. You know what I'm saying? And it made me feel like I had to have it. So when I started chasing money, bro, it put me in the mind state of, I'm gonna get my money from whoever owe me money. Whoever say they owe me money, bro, or I lend money to, or I sold something, you gonna give me my money. You feel me? It put me in that mind state. You feel me? I started like if a motherfucker borrowed $25 from me, bro, like nigga, I was charging they at interest. Bro, that $25 might cost your ass 40. You feel me? Like when you get my money back, I need $40. I don't want 25. Give me $40, bro. You feel me? Yeah, I was doing shit like that, bro. For real. I ain't gonna bullshit. I bullshit not. I was doing like that for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was about, bro. I was about my money, bro. And like, like I felt like I had to be like that. One, because people in the street was gonna try me with me having bad vision and everything like that, bro. So it was certain mind state I had to be in. You feel me? And I kind of developed that mind state with hanging around some of the guys I was hanging around. You feel me? Because I had certain guys that did certain things, and I had certain guys that didn't do certain things. So certain guys that did this shit, I was with them doing this shit. Certain guys that was just chilling doing this shit over here, I with them doing this shit. So I didn't intertwine the two. I didn't bring these guys over here with these guys, knowing that these guys didn't do the same shit that we did over here. You feel me? So I always kept that type of stuff separate. You feel me? Somebody told me to do that. Like keep that whoever you run with in the clubs, that's who you run with in the clubs. Don't run with those same people, you know what I'm saying, like they're out in the streets, so don't be seen with them like that. Or don't the ones that you ain't in the club with, don't let them see you with the ones that you be involved with in the clubs with type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one thing that was taught me. You feel me? Keep certain shit separate. You know what I'm saying? And people game and watching people around me, bro, and how they were moving and stuff like that, that helped me out too. You feel me? So like me getting money, bro, like when I seen how dudes would get money around me, bro, how they were being about their money, it kind of rubbed off on me too. You feel me? So I was just really, really literally about my money. I ain't care about nothing, especially before I had my daughter. Like my money, bro. Like, I don't want to have to pull up on. I couldn't drive worth lick, y'all. But if you think I ain't give a motherfucker to drive, hey, we finna find where the motherfuckers live, bro. We finna pull up to this shit. You feel me? Yeah, I was on that type of time, bro. I ain't saying I was a tougher nigga, bro. But at the same time, bro, I wasn't finna let a motherfucker play with me because they felt like I couldn't see too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I felt. You did like that. That's just what it was. You know, like it wasn't none of that going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So doing certain things, bro, especially with my money, bro. Like, yeah, you gonna have to give me my money, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to give me my money, bro. So I know what I ain't gonna say I actually had that feeling of greed. I just wanted what was mine. You feel me? You give me what's mine, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nothing more. I don't need nothing else. I just need what's mine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna ask you for anything more unless you play with me. You feel me? Just give me what's mine and we straight, bro. Like ain't nothing else. You know what I'm saying? The shit that I was doing, like when people borrow money from me and stuff, but I don't do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if they say they're gonna give it back, I wait for it. If not, I ain't even bothering them about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that shit no more. I don't run people down for stuff that they say they gonna do. I don't do that shit no more, bro. You feel me? And that put me in a bad mind state too. You know what I'm saying? Like like because I started feeling like motherfuckers, like like that was their way of you know stealing or robbing me. You know what I'm saying? So shit, something had to be done about it. You know what I'm saying? And I did what I had to do, bro. Like straight up, I did what I had to do, bro. And that's back when your blind homie had a little bit of sight. I could move around. You know what I'm saying, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Before I got to where I am and everything like that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? I just understand what the power of money can do for you when you're chasing it, when you wanting it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can in the right city, you can do a lot with 10 grand. You can do a lot with 20, 50, 100 grand, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the right city, bro. You can do a lot with a quarter mil, bro. You can do a lot with 250,000, bro. 300,000, bro. You can do a lot with that. 100 band, bro. You can do a lot with it in certain cities, bro. You feel me? In certain cities, bro. It's people in certain cities, bro. That's where it's only a rare amount making over 100,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's only a rare amount making over 100,000. The highest you might see, maybe 70, 80. You know what I'm saying? But the 120 rack on region, 150,000 region a year, bro. It's only certain amount of cities that you're gonna see that type shit in, bro. So come away from nigga, like you having 40, $50,000 on you. Oh shit, you can really do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can either you can flood the city with a whole bunch of shit, streetwise, or you can start your own business. Like you can find a nice building to remodel and everything like that, bro. So like it was only a certain amount of options where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And everybody where I'm from was at a point, bro, they was just getting money. If you had a problem with a motherfucker, you meet up, or if you gonna meet up somewhere, do what y'all do. Ain't nobody really heard about it like that. You know what I'm saying? The only time anybody really heard anything or seen anything, bro, is gunshots fired or motherfuckers getting jumped in the club type shit, bro. But yeah, the blind homie stopped being about like I had money just became. I know it's a necessity in order for us to pay our bills and get our accessories and things like that, bro. But I can live happy, bro, if I ever make $1 million, $2 million. You know what I'm saying? 5 million, bro. I don't need 10, 15, 30, 50, $100 million, bro. I don't need that because, with all that, bro, it allows greed. You know what I'm saying? And with that, bro, with greed, that's when motherfuckers be having their hands out, bro. Motherfuckers ain't do shit to help you get that money, bro. Be having their hands out, bro. You feel me? Motherfucker can get 10 band, bro. Won't even give you 400. You feel me? Won't even give you $100, bro. But they might fill your gas tank up though. They'll take you out to eat some punk ass shit like that and say they love you. You feel me? But they ain't. But you can even say, bro, you can even say you need $500. You think they gonna give it to you, bro? No, hell no, they ain't finna give you that 500 like that, bro. Hell no. Hell, they gonna avoid everything, bro, to give you that 500, bro. Like straight up, that's just what they gonna do. So when you learn to not make money you know, make money in the acquisition, not a priority. You feel me? Make it something that you need in order to survive, but you ain't gotta take it from anybody. You feel me? You ain't gotta cross anybody for it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get in a certain amount of money, bro, and people know it, bro, everybody gonna have their hands out, bro, and it's gonna cause you a lot of frustration, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna put you in a mind state that you really don't want to be in to protect your money. You feel me? So take it from the blind homie, man. Don't be greedy, bro. Don't be out here like some of the parents was towards Michael Jackson. You feel me? Putting false narratives on him just to become millionaires, bro. And that's all it was, bro. They knew instantly, bro. They do this or whatever powers that be had. These people do that to Michael Jackson. They already knew they weren't gonna get hundreds of thousands. They was gonna get millions, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest superstar in the world. There was nobody, bro, for about 10 years, bro, 10 to 15 years, bro, 20 years, bro. There was nobody bigger than Michael Jackson, bro. Like as long as Mike was living, there was nobody bigger than him in the music world. Period. As long as he was living, man. But let's finish up this video. See what's going on.
Thousand lawsuits, frivolous lawsuits, things that had absolutely nothing to do with him. But they knew he was the ATM, he was the target. And as far as he was concerned, he would never go into another courtroom. And I've heard him say a lot on the phone when I hear him talking to his attorneys, just settle it. Just settle it. Just make it go away.
You see?
And that was his thing.
Yeah, I don't never get it, man. Maybe it's something
Me
deep because I
either,
mean
man.
he was found not guilty, so I don't get why they keep pushing that narrative that you know he might have.
He was found not guilty, and motherfuckers still proclaiming he did something he was found not guilty for, man. You feel me? Oh, okay, he just got away with it. He did it. He did it. He did it. The same thing with OJ, bro. Didn't they find that man not guilty? Yeah, I mean, he went back years later and did some dumb shit. But the first trial about what was her name, bro? I can't think of her name right now off the top of my head. He was found not guilty about that, right? Even though the dumbass came and said I did it years later, bro. I don't, I don't, I don't even think he did it, bro. I just think with the documents I've seen before on that and heard on that, bro. I don't think he did it, bro. I don't think he did it. I just don't think he did it. I don't think OJ did it. I don't think Mike did it. You feel me? And that's just what that is, bro. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about the blunt homie. I don't think OJ did it for real, whether he said it or not. I don't care. I just think he was just fucking with y'all when he said that on live television, bro. I don't think he did that shit for real. And I damn sure don't believe Michael Jackson did it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way y'all gonna be able to say no, y'all because if he actually did, don't you think they would have had some proof by now that he actually did that, bro? It it hasn't been another child, and them children that he said he had to do that to, bro. They got to be older than me right now, bro. Most of them got to be older than me right now. If they, Lord's will, if they still living, you feel me, from being cancer patient and things like that. But most of them has to be older than me right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this started in the 80s or something like that, in the early 80s, close to like the mid, right, or maybe right after I was born. You know what I'm saying? In 86 or something like that, bro. So a lot of them kids, who who parents said that their children was molested, bro, they got to be at least in their mid 40s, late 40s right now, bro. And they have any of them come out yet and said Michael Jackson did anything, bro? You know? Or have any of those families come out and say Michael Jackson didn't do that to us? We sorry, bro. No, none of them did, bro. Y'all hating that Michael Jackson people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the controversy side of things that set. Um, I did a 2-part series interview with Good Morning America prior to my book coming out, and they wanted me to come back once the book came out. Book came out. I sent everybody at ABC copies of my book. And,
Yo,
Hi. It's Selfies_Leo. Reading from the Baltic Slovenia.
Books, a great book. It made people cry, but you kind of humanized him, and you didn't add enough controversial information. So we were not granted.
key word, humanize. Humanize. That man book showed the person who Michael Jackson really was as a person, as a man, as a real human being. And they didn't like that. They wanted the dark secrets if he had any. That's what they want, bro. You did. And whenever the media can change that narrative, bro, you know, the outlook of this country would change, and a lot of the people in this country would change, bro. It'd be the media that be manipulating a lot of shit too, bro. Like, I had like my pop, me and him, we, hit that like button for me if you're still in, and if you're a wrestling fan, right? And me and my pop, we like to talk about wrestling a lot. You feel me? And it changed a lot. It's nothing like what it was in the '90s, the mid '90s when I first started watching it in the early 2000s and everything like that. It changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a storyline soap opera type thing with a little entertainment, wrestling entertainment in between. You know what I'm saying? For the people, is what the people want. They just keeping up with the times and what's going on. You know, and one thing that does happen a lot in each episode is fights being interrupted by outside activity and stuff like that. A bunch of chaos and this person turning on that person turning on this person, or this person being jumped. And if you just seen yesterday's episode, like what happened to Charlotte Flair, you feel me, when she got jumped by Jade Cargill and her crew. Hey Jade, I love you, Jade. You feel me? My dad, he don't like that kind of shit. So I was trying to get him to understand that, you know, because he was like, I mean, he was disgusted with it. It was making him want to stop watching wrestling and everything. Like, I know he was probably just talking cash shit. He might not ever stop watching wrestling. He might get to the point where he do. You feel me? Because what he see now, what I'm saying? But I had to get him to kind of understand, like, to look at it like, with way the world is right now, drama sells. You know what I'm saying? Conspiratorial type stuff. That's what the people want. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to grasp their attention, bro. If you show them something straight up with no drama, you know, no type of no type of gossip or chaos in it or anything like that, bro, you're gonna lose their attention. It's not gonna be something they want to watch. It's not gonna be something they want to see. It's not gonna be something they want to view as entertainment. It's gonna be boring to them. You feel me? Everybody into gossip these days and drama. That's the type of shit that sells. Chaos sells. You feel me? What like he said, what ABC wanted from him from Michael Jackson, what they was expecting in his book, you feel me? They knew that type of stuff. It creates controversy. Controversy creates, viewers. You feel me? Viewers creates, compensation. Compensation equals what? Money. You know what I'm saying? So my people, you just have to be careful. You did. You just can't fall for everything, bro. Y'all have to really know what's going on and really know how you being manipulated to watch a lot of the things that you're watching on TV. You feel me? Like just understand that for your blind homie. That's all I'm asking, bro. I ain't saying stop watching what you want to watch or anything like that. I'm just saying understand how they using that to manipulate you and the culture of mostly black society, bro. So just be aware of that. You did. That's all the blind homie saying. I ain't saying stop watching your favorite shows and nothing like that. Although that shit can corrupt your mind. The damn show can corrupt your mind. Salute to my blind side. Salute to any new subscribers. Salute to all those that hit the like button. Hit that like button. But you know, if you guys, if you guys, you know, want to enjoy them shows, enjoy them, man. Just don't let them shows corrupt your spirit. Don't let them corrupt your mind. You feel me? Just use them as what they supposed to be for entertainment. Don't let it don't let it influence you. You feel me? Don't let it be an influence to anybody around. You know what I'm saying? And definitely try your best not to talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that you really actually not gaining any type of good information from. You did. Like that's what you really want. You want good information. But for a minute, y'all, we about to see what little dirt got going on, man. Because the blind homie don't think this fool ever getting out.
but notification change. Device unlock. Play chat, but with history. Minimize. Back, but
Then we're gonna jump into some of that
double tap. Home, but back, but show
Donald Trump mess, man.
search, but GrindtoWin, but unlabeled. 6 videos. Watch later. Five. Get YouTube Premium. Out of home, but home. Tap to activate. Notifications. Selected.
Hold up, let's do it like
Edit more often, but tap search, but tap to activate. Next voice search, but
Lil Durk in Banks Enterprise.
navigate up, but realtor device and warmers banks enterprise 0 days 15 minutes 46 seconds pensions incentives 31,000 play video, but in list. Charges for rapid loading for higher block 34 seconds. Go to channel CBS Chicago. CBS Chicago 118,000 1 radio. Play video, but
Oh, I ain't heard of that.
charges. Paragraph. For rapid loading for higher block. Realtor device and warmers banks enterprise 0 days 15 minutes 46 seconds pensions incentives 31,000 play video. New charges for rapid loading for higher block 34 seconds. Go to channel CBS Chicago. CBS Chicago 118,000 1 radio. Play video, but realtor monitoring official video 2 minutes 25 seconds. 9 3 6 30. Sponsored level of business. Home chat. Images. Donkey Banks, Better Bob, Over Spike, Real Estate, Banks, Active, 1 minutes, 27 seconds, channel records, clubhouse, Chicago, rapid loader, rest, under higher parties, Florida, NBC, Chicago, 147,000 1 radio, play short, but tap it. Showing items 9 to 11 30. Sponsored, most love games, series, select daily play points, enjoy. Sponsored, most love games, Real Bird, arrested, higher block, 12,000 use, national gas, 1 radio, play short, but tap that. Real Bird, showing items 15 to 16 30. Real Bird, Barbarian, official video, 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Real Bird, United Banks, Enterprise, Chicago, 1,000 use, play short, but
All right, sister.
Real Bird, United. Lines, words, go, short, play, showing items 15 to 16 30.
The whole
Real Bird,
document.
Barbarian. Wicked reacts to Wilbur something minutes requesting a separate file. Diddy mixtape without 35 seconds. Wicked react to Will Dirks go defendants requesting capital A separate file. Diddy release date move up well.
Y'all, they be copying BlindHomie shit too. I just want y'all to know that they be stealing some of my stuff, but it's cool though. It's because my setup ain't like a lot of these people. But don't worry, we gonna get the blindsiders. We gonna get the watch and see.
Big battle builders murder. Higher case 21 minutes 32 seconds. Go channel on 9 number 8,000 1 radio. Play video. But showing minus 24 26.
See, but they ain't showing.
Battle. In. Will. Dirks. Murder. 4. Fire. Case 24 minutes 32 seconds. Go. 2. Now. Law. Front. Network. Law.
That's the network I want, but they not.
13 shots builder allegations. Murder. Higher investigation. 17 minutes 6 seconds. Go to channel on 9 network. Law. 9 network. 15,000 use 1 year. Play video. But tap to activate. Unlabeled. 13 shots builder allegations. Murder. Higher. Will Dirk and DC. Block is on official video. 2 minutes 11 seconds. Go to channel over. Will Dirk well moved. 3 video. Play video. But tap to activate. Will Dirk and DC. Block is on official video. 2 minutes 11 seconds. Go to channel over. Race Lawyer Peace on Will Dirk's murder. More than 31 minutes 54 seconds. Go to channel on 9 network. Law. 9 network. 422,000 use 1 year. Play video. But Race Lawyer Peace on Will Dirk's murder. Block. Arrest. More. 2. Come. 31 minutes 54 seconds.
Let's see what this. I haven't seen this one, you guys, but this wasn't the one I was looking for. But let's see what apparently Drake lawyer had came out a little while ago and said something about Lil Durk's case.
Charges couldn't be more serious. The government claims that rapper Lil Durk ordered a hit on arrival in retaliation for the death of a close friend. The U.S. attorney calls it a cold-blooded murder. The twists and turns of this case can get a little complicated, but we're going to talk about it all with.
And honestly, that nigga did put a hit out, bro. They just couldn't prove that he put the hit out, bro. You see me? Anybody with common sense, or if you knew what was going on at the time, bro, can tell that motherfucker put a hit out on Quando Rondo. It's just what really made this more national news is the fact that he didn't get Quando Rondo, and the fact that all right, it's 3 reasons. 1, where it was done at. 2, he got the wrong person. 3, it also made national news because of, you know, who Lil Durk and Quando Rondo is too as well. You know what I'm saying? But the blind homie must say, man, that Lil Durk definitely put a hit out on Quando Rondo, bro. He definitely had been, you know, trying to get to him, bro. I'm gonna just put it like that. I ain't gonna say he was stalking him or anything like that, bro. And I probably shouldn't say he put a hit out on the motherfucker, but it is what it is, bro. Like it's just too obvious not to see, bro. It's just too obvious not to see, and it's kind of hard not to believe that he didn't put a hit out on Chrono, bro. You did what I'm saying? So yeah, like they can they can swing that however they want to, but let's see what's going on. We might not watch it. We might not pay attention to all this stuff.
High-profile rappers. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Just what?
Everybody, this is a Law and Crime legal alert. His mother was recently awarded millions of dollars in a lawsuit against baby formula
Video link. 0 minutes 38 seconds. 2 minutes 14 seconds. 31 minutes 53 seconds.
on charge of conspiracy to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death. He's also been hit with weapons charges too. These are federal charges, by the way. Very, very serious charges. We'll talk more about it, but we've gotten our hands on an affidavit from an FBI agent who was investigating Banks' connection to.
Power on. Bluetooth connected.
And we also have the indictment from the Central District of California. So we're going to be taking information.
Now the blind homie must say, I don't believe Lil Durk would be charged with the hit. Or I don't even think he's gonna be charged with murder. But I definitely believe he's gonna be charged with some type of conspiracy. Whether it's conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy itself, conspiracy of stalking. One of his charges or most of his charges gonna have something most likely to do with conspiracy. And that's just, me hearing the paperwork that's been read, you know what I'm saying, on from other bloggers and things like that.
And now, because the court documents refer to the people involved in this case by their birth names, we're going to do the same. We'll talk about that in a second. But to get into this, I want to bring in celebrity defense attorney, friend of the show, Bradford Cohen, to talk more about this. Bradford, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. We have another rap star taken into custody on some pretty serious charges, very different than the Sean Combs case, which we're talking so much about. Just what are your initial thoughts on the indictment, the affidavit, these initial documents, and the initial allegations alleged by prosecutors?
So I think that when we look at the indictment itself, what's so interesting is, and this happens quite often, they don't put all and everything that they have in the indictment because they don't have to, right? Less is more for an assistant U.S. attorney or the U.S. attorney's office. And in this case, I think that's what they did. They gave them enough to know that they know what's going on, but not enough to know everything that's going on. I think obviously there's been some rumors that there's been a snitch among his group that has been wearing a wire for some time. And if that's
Now that part, I don't really know if it's true. Like I say, this video is kind of old, so this is something that came out a little earlier. They believe somebody in Lil Durk entourage was running a wire, and it's been alleged that even Lil Durk, believe that somebody in his entourage was running a wire. But hey, before we continue, this shit is all, for your education and entertainment purpose only. You did? And it's all as far as what YouTube say alleged. But hit that like for your blind homie, man. Hey, you still rocking with me, hit that like, subscribe if you will, please. You know what I'm saying? Become one of my blind siders. You feel me? So I can create moderators and things like that, for my channel.
it's going to be a very difficult case for everyone involved, depending on how much talking there was going on. What I thought was interesting with the indictment is, a lot of things around Durk basically revolve around funding that he paid for.
And if you guys want to support my brand, my channel, my company, hey, you can cash out me, GrindtoWin Productions LLC. You can look for the business badge. You'll see my logo on there too, and my name and everything like that, man. And if it's just a prayer you're gonna give to me, thank you for your prayers too as well. That helps too. That goes even further than the cash. You did. But if you just want to donate to the company, you know what I'm saying, for me to get equipment, things like that, more shot glasses. And I do plan on getting my logo is made as badges and things like that. So in case you guys want to sew my logo onto one of your shirts, jackets, or something like that too as well, hoodies or shit, what you call them, skull caps, things like that. You did. So be looking out for that. Hopefully I can get that done, before the end of the year.
He paid for flights, he paid for hotels, he paid for car rentals, all these things that they utilize in this, quote unquote, murder for hire plot. So that's really where they're tying him in right now. But I think there's going to be more to come. And I think that there's going to be individuals that either will flip or that have already flipped, or there's going to be someone very close to him that was wearing a wire.
That's what I was about to say. I definitely believe that it's somebody snitching on the dirt. Somebody telling on the dirt, bro. Who it is, we just don't know. How many it is, bro? It could be quite a few. And the blind homie definitely feel like it's quite a few. So that's what I think is gonna make it hard for Lil Durk, to get out the situation that he's in, bro. Like, even though people want to believe, and I see other bloggers being optimistic on, what's going on with Lil Durk, and I must say, my guy, City Nash, is one of those people. Like, my boy really believe. I think he believe Lil Durk gonna walk scot free, bro. That like, if you listen to him sometime, bro, and he do read the paperwork, but I think he read the paperwork, that kind of favors Lil Durk. Now I ain't gonna say all the time he do that, but most of the time he does. You know what I'm saying? The video he came out with a day or two ago, I can honestly say, that video he made, I don't feel like, um, was good for Lil Durk. He did. But overall, I can definitely, see that my boy is a Lil Durk fan. He rides with Lil Durk OTF, however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? He more OTF than OVO. You feel me? But but I understand and get his optimism and everything like that, bro. But if conspiracy itself can get you 15 or more, I just don't see Lil Durk being able to. The murder, the hit, the murder for hire or whatever. I actually believe he might beat that. But the things to do with any type of conspiracy, that's what I think is going to nail the dirt in the coffin. And I think he's going to get charged with multiple counts of conspiracy, not just one. Just one. If he just get charged with one count of some type of conspiracy, then yeah, he'll be home before he hit 50. You feel me? Or he might actually be able to be home before he hit 45. They might end up giving him time served, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's gonna get multiple charges of conspiracy, bro. That's honestly what I think. But let's listen to a little more of what this lawyer's saying. But I'm gonna
Testify as to his involvement. That's going to be their argument here. But I thought it was interesting in the indictment, it didn't specifically say gang, it said an association of individuals that go under OTF. I thought that was kind of interesting because I don't know what kind of evidence they have to say OTF is or is not a gang legally, the legal definition.
I thought it was PTSD from the YSL trial. Let's not rush to call anything a gang.
No, this motherfucker did.
That's a separate conversation.
But that is one thing Lil Durk was smart at. He went from okay, so I'm pretty sure if you from Chicago, you wouldn't know that Lil Durk was claiming 300 Lamron as his crew, his gang. So only the family was more of a record label, bro. So that's another reason why I feel like they couldn't actually produce a Rico on him. You know what I'm saying? Or a Rico on TF. Because he wasn't like, after a while he stopped shouting out 300 and Lamron and all that type of stuff in Chicago, his actual neighborhood and stuff like that, where he's from. Like, according to documents in Chicago, Lamron 300 is a gang. OTF is more of a record label and everything like that. So they probably was doing well, we can't even say problem because according to what they using or saying is evidence, bro, it's more like they was doing gang activities while claiming, a record company. You know what I'm saying?
Per se, I think we can have a
Yes,
full talk about that. Okay, but this I think could be problematic for Little Dirk, and I'll get into this because on the morning of October 24th, we have federal and local law enforcement. They execute these search warrants in Chicago. They arrest Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, Houston. And that is when they learned that Banks had booked multiple flights that were leaving the country.
Yeah, we
The
heard about
affidavit
that.
says the FBI
We'll deport you in about 10 seconds. They'll let you. But it wouldn't be weird for me to see someone that books a flight to the Bahamas. They book a flight to
black Escalade with his cousin, Tobias Robinson, known as SR. The indictment includes photos from a traffic camera showing the white Infiniti the suspects were in, seemingly following the black SUV. And the indictment says that the suspects then followed the Escalade to a Beverly Hills gas station, parked in an alley. And the indictment reads on August 19th, 2022, at the Beverly gas station, defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 used the firearms procured by defendant Grant, including the fully automatic firearm, to shoot at TB's car,
Bro, hold on.
striking and killing.
This is what crazy, bro. Because apparently they did this to THF Bezu too as well. But it would seem like the federal government could have saved Lil Pop. That's what it seemed like, bro. It seemed like they could have intervened and stopped Lil Pop from being killed. So it's kind of messed up how the feds would play, bro. Because not only would they would warn you that you're targeted for a hit, you know what I'm saying? If they know about it. But they will also sit and watch that shit happen and do nothing about it while it's happening, bro. They would not stop it. They would not intervene. They would not save your damn life. They will sit there and watch it happen. You feel me? And document it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna document that shit, bro. They not gonna jump out their damn car, lose their cover, and come to save your life. They not finna do that, bro. That's the messed up thing about it, bro. Like little Paul, bro. Like cause apparently, if what they saying is true, they could have already arrested THF Bezu, somebody who was close to Lil Durk. They could have already arrested him, bro. He could have still been alive today. You feel me? And according to what they bringing out about, his shooting death, the feds was watching this shit happen. So if they was watching Bezu, they definitely was watching. They already knew, they had to already knew Quando Rondo was a target. They had to already know that OTF was targeting him. Lil Durk and OTF was targeting him, bro. They had to know this shit, bro. So not only did they have video footage to back their claims up, but they was taking pictures while all this shit was going on, bro. A lot of them still pictures didn't just come from the cameras of like the gas station that they were at or the smoke shop or wherever they was. I think it was a smoke shop, if I'm correct. Those pictures just wasn't from those still pictures just wasn't from them, bro. It was also from the feds that was watching the shooting happen. They watched these fellas jump out the car with these weapons and start firing on Quando Rondo. They saw Quando Rondo go into the smoke shop, bro. They saw Lil Pab sitting outside the truck, bro. If they saw Lil Pab get out the truck and smoke a cigarette, then they saw while Lil Pat was smoking this cigarette, they saw the dudes park their cars in the cut, come through the alleyway, and shoot up Quando Rondo truck that he was renting or whatever, and took the life of Lil Pat, bro. They saw all this shit, bro. They could have stopped it, and they chose not to, bro. So like, really, how the hell you supposed to look at the feds? They doing all that shit just to get one man when they could have really, honestly, if you think about it, they could have. Ain't no telling how other men lives they could have saved, but they definitely could have saved Bezu's life and Lil Pa's life. Even though Bezu probably would have ended up with time in prison, they could have saved his life, but they chose not to, bro. Like that shit crazy. It'd be crazy what the feds, the links that the feds willing to go. You know what I'm saying? To secure a case, secure evidence, prove evidence, or anything like that, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how they will warn you that you got a target on your life. You feel me? Your life is being hunted by people. You feel me? People trying to snuff you out. They'll tell you this shit. But the only thing they'll do is either follow the people that's planning on, you know, unaliving that person, or they'll follow you to see when them people are planning on, or that party is planning on to, to make their movement. Like, ain't that shit fucked up, bro? Feds, bro, y'all fucked up, feds. Damn, y'all fucked up. Y'all, bro. If Lil Pop mom don't get more than 30 mil, bro, y'all wrong. Y'all should make sure at least that woman get more than 30 mil, bro. You feel me? Y'all just should, dude. Because y'all the reason why that motherfucker's life got taken, bro. Y'all could have saved him and y'all chose not to. Y'all sat there and watched this man get shot up. Y'all watched him, bro. Y'all watched him. But y'all could have been firing at the dudes if they was on their way to shoot up Quando Rondo cousin in his truck, bro. Y'all could have did a whole lot of stuff, bro, but y'all chose not to, dude. This is how your federal government work, bro. You don't think that's effed up, man?
Standing next to TB's car while TB was inside. The images below show defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 firing their guns at TB's black Escalade. So we have the death of SR. TB survived this attack. And the filing includes surveillance photos of what prosecutors say are the suspects appearing to fire guns towards the gas pumps. And you can see it's daylight.
So they were at a gas station.
At a gas station in the middle of Beverly Hills. So Bradford, whoever was responsible for this, what a blatant crime, what a blatant act in the middle of it. But talk to me how strong you think this case is based on what I've been saying. If the prosecutors are trying to prove conspiracy, what do you make of some of this evidence? Text messages, surveillance, travel receipts. What do you make of it?
I think that Dirk will still have a defense. I think that, I don't know everything that's going on. Obviously, no one does. From what I'm reading in the indictment, I think there's some missing pieces there when it comes to Dirk about how involved he was in this alleged conspiracy. The other guys, where they all have plane tickets, they all got a car, they're on tape. That's going to be a very difficult case for those lawyers who have that case because, and I've said this multiple times on multiple cases. There are so many ways these days to catch individuals in this type of crime where you have cell phone records, GPS data. You're going to have cross-reference on the phones, what phones are together at what times. You're going to have car rental agreements. You're going to have videotapes. It's real funny because very often you find these red light cameras and things like that the feds get on state.
That's pretty much it on that, y'all. They ain't really talking about too much. But I will say this, though. When these certain defense lawyers came out, with their rebuttals to the indictments, you know what the feds did? They created another indictment. And then when they had a rebuttal to that indictment, they went and created another indictment. So right now, Lil Durk them been through 3 indictments in just a span of maybe 2 years, bro. And hell, he might get one more. He might get one more. I don't think the Fed's done slapping, you know, or adding evidence on him, bro. I don't think they done. His name being brought up in too much shit. His music, his music told on him. He told on himself, or he told on OTF a little too much, in his music. You did what I'm saying? Like he told on himself a little too much in his music. He said too much in his music, bro. He put too many names in his music. And they definitely gonna use some of his music on him. They definitely for a fact is gonna do that. Like it's no doubt in my mind that they're not gonna use any of his music. They definitely will. And a lot of his music is gonna hurt him. And I want y'all whoever taking Lil Durk's side, let's see if we can find this shit. But we finna listen to this. So I never really listened to it.
Window navigation. YouTube. Minimize player. Lil Durk advanced enterprise. Wi-Fi. AT&T signal. Wi-Fi signal. Voice search. But wind clear. But
Cause I'm not a drill music type guy. And all that, you know what I'm saying? That shit they be that's not me. That's not my type of music, bro. But Lil Durk do have some songs because of the beat. I do enjoy listening to. I will say that. Let me know if I'm too close, you guys.
Papa. L. Lima. L. O. Oscar. Space. I. India. I. L. Lima. L. Space. Will. E. Delta. D. Will. 7. H. I. India. E. R. R. I. O. Oscar. L. Lima. Delete. I deleted. I. India. I. 4. E. Echo. R. Romeo. R. K. Kilo. K. Space. Dirt. E. Echo. R. Romeo. R. E. Echo. E. 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 M. Mike. M. A. Alpha. A. N. Space. N. November. N. Search. Tap to activate. Double tap and hold to long press. Actions available. Use tap to 3 fingers to view. Lil Durk Redman. Keyboard hidden. Sponsor fast featuring Young Moose. Sponsor fast feature. Lil Durk Redman. Official audio. 1 minute 37 seconds. Go to channel Lil Durk. Lil Durk 25 million views 5 years ago. Play video. But tap to activate. Double tap to show controls. Video player. Out of list. Showing items 1 to 5 of 5. Sponsor 0 19. Tap to activate. Sponsor 0 17. Sponsor 0 16. You can now skip this at YouTube. Sponsor 0. Skip ad. Activate. Double tap to show controls. Video player. Play video. But showing items 1 to 2 3. Tap to activate. Double tap to hide controls. Video player. Tap to hide. Double tap to hide controls. Video player. Battery 90 AT&T Wi-Fi. More options. Double tap to hide. More options. But bottom sheet. Drag handle. But tap to dismiss bottom sheet. Well, playback C1X. But quality auto. 7.2. But drag handle. But quality auto. 7.2. Playback C1X. But bottom sheet. Drag handle. But out of list. Tap to dismiss bottom sheet. 1.00x. Drag handle. But tap to dismiss bottom sheet. 1.00x. 43%. 1.00x. Slider. Swipe up or swipe down to adjust. 34%. 29%. 20%. What you cooking? 26%, 0.70, 31%. 34%. 40%. Hey, pull up, man. I ain't get a chance to tell you all love you, I'm telling you all love you now. You gotta ride with your gun and tie you out, stand in the shot. You ain't never had that feeling in your stomach, you gon' die. Don't too many niggas send money to that jail, so I try. I know a nigga died with his name, couple of his niggas still ain't slide. All these niggas say that they can't, they ain't even did shit for the gas. Same way that flew down, we gon' do the same shit to the Y. Gotta eat, bitch, I trust one of my pants took some cash. How you know a nigga from your hood told he ain't tryna put him on blast? Man, carry down in his sleep on fake person, I know man. They come around, somebody's gotta go blame niggas who dead. That same day my cousin died, I couldn't tame the man. They asked me what I'ma be in 10 years, shit, I say the feds. They asked me what I'ma do about shit, he dead. I went to the emergency room when I seen Pluto on that bed. And they ain't gon' repeat that shit I said on my head. Dead man, dead man, murder man, homicide, red van, shot fired, headband, man down, shots fired.
Yeah, so basically in that a part of that, bro, he is saying, bro, if he have to, he'll give us some dead bodies to walk away from, to either walk free, if he ever get caught, you know what I'm saying, or to lessen some time. So, Lil Durk fans, all y'all motherfuckers that be, he ain't gonna do anything. He just told y'all right there, bro. If he had to, he gonna give us some people who's been unalive. He gonna give us some names, bro. He just said that to you, bro. So
Oh, yeah, but tap to activate. Double tap and hold long press. YouTube. More options. But tap to activate.
I don't know, man. What y'all gonna say, bro? What y'all gonna do? If Lil Durk snitch y'all, what y'all gonna do? You feel me? Cause he basically in red, man, bro. He basically just say he's willing to give us some names, bro. He just basically say that, bro. Bro, I ain't finna stay in the feds, bro, forever, bro. But if I do have to go, yeah, I'm gonna give some shit. I'm gonna give up if I can't get out this shit. Yeah, yeah. So if Lil Durk if he can't get out of his situation, bro, he planning on. He told y'all years ago. This shit, what?
Oh, but video notification bar. Chrome. Home screen. Photos. YouTube has 5 notifications. Tap Gemini. Action. YouTube has 5 notifications. YouTube. Sorry. Tap to activate. Resume watching. But a block page shot by mouse. Grab your face 24 minutes. 24 seconds. Minutes. Resume watching. Stop. Resume watching. But sorry. YouTube. Resume watching. But tap to activate. Double tap to show both.
I made a playlist that keeps the party up.
I just don't know how old the video is, bro.
Sweaty video. Nothing I've heard before.
Tap to activate. Double tap. 646. 1 minute 26 seconds. 1 minute 36. Sponsor. Heading. 1 minute 26 seconds. 1 minute 30. Double tap to hide roll. Video. Sponsor. Heading. Sponsor. Heading. 1 minute. Double tap to hide roll. Video layer. Sponsor. Heading. Deep part of clean starts here. Please concentrate on real life obstacles. Deep part of clean starts here. Please. Deep part of clean starts here. Please. Back. But I got a video. Verified user. All on advance. 4.8K. Heading. Out of list. Like this video long 158. But Lil Durk Redman official audio. At Lil Durk 158,000 likes. 25 views. 5 years ago. See hashtag board on video.
5 years ago, this song was made, bro. He told y'all 5 years ago, bro. Told y'all 5 years ago, I'm gonna be in the feds, and if I can't get out this shit, I'm gonna give up some names, bro. He told y'all. He said it. That ain't coming from the blind man. That's coming from Lil Durk himself, man. So y'all deal with that how you want to. But before we get out of here real fast, man, hey man, Donald Trump, bro, he disrespecting the Democrats, bro. He called them up Democrats. Yeah, he called the Democrats dumb. He renamed the Democrats, bro. He did. Hold up. Let's see if we can find out.
Oh, but window. Oh, home screen of YouTube. Home. YouTube has 5 notifications. Photos. Topic Gemini Live. Gemini. Gemini. Top Gemini. Actions available. Swipe up or swipe down. Double tap activate. Topic Gemini Live. Gemini. Actions available. Swipe up or swipe down. Double. Share video with Gemini Live. Type Gemini prompt. Cloudy. 74 degrees. Gemini. Home screen of YouTube. Home. Gemini. Actions available. Swipe up or swipe.
Let me see if I can find my
Search.
Hold up.
Voice search. Button. All apps. Out of app suggestions. Calendar. In grid. Force. Calculator. AT&T. Camera. Clock. Docs. Drive. Email. Gemini. Find hub. Files. Email. Gemini. Tap to act. Docs. Tap to act. Gemini. Tap to activate. Double tap and hold long press. Actions available. Swipe up. Showing. Capital V. Victor. Space. Enter. Tap to activate. Double tap. Delete. Use voice typing. But. Tap to activate.
Donald Trump calling Democrats dummies.
Stop voice typing. But window English US QWER. Voice typing stop. Use voice. Delete. Enter. Tap to activate. Double tap and hold long press. Actions available. Swipe up. Delete. Use voice typing. But. Editing. Donald Trump calling them. And. Editing. Donald Trump calling Democrats dummies. Edit box. Window. Send. But. Tap to activate. Donald Trump calling Democrats dummies. Keyboard hidden. Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dumb and similar schoolyard like idiots producers to go to insult his political opponents, including numerous prominent Democrats. Rather than a one-time comment, it is a staple of his political style. Here are a few of the most notable instances where he explicitly used the term against Democrats. Notable instances. Actions available. Use tap with 3 fingers to view. Donald Trump calling Democrats dummies. Showing items 1 to 2 of 2. Double tap and hold the long press. Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dumb. Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word. Ask Gemini. Edit box. Donald Trump has a long, Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dummy and similar schoolyard taunts like idiots for losers as a go-to insult for his political opponents. Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dummy and similar schoolyard taunts like idiots for losers as a go-to insult for his political opponents, including numerous prominent Democrats.
It's not putting up the article I want, guys.
Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dummy and similar schoolyard taunts like idiots for losers as a go-to insult for his political opponents, including numerous prominent Democrats. Rather than a one-time comment, it is a staple of his rhetorical style. Here are a few of the most notable instances where he explicitly used the term against Democrats. Notable instances: Joe Biden, 2019, before departing the White House for a campaign trip to Iowa, Trump spoke to reporters on the South Lawn against his 2020 rival. He claimed Biden defeated mentally, but the Democratic field explicitly banded him. Beto O'Rourke, action.
Let me let y'all hear this.
Ask Gemini, edit box. Tap to edit text, double tap and hold to long press. Actions available. Please tap the 3 fingers to do. Proofread. Swipe. No keyword. Speak rate. Speak rate 280. Speech rate 100%.
Apparently, this ain't his first time saying it, but they put it in the headlines like they never heard him say this shit before. So let's see what's going on.
Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dummy.
See. I'm gonna see if that dog.
Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using.
All right.
Gemini.
Let's see.
Excessive. Home button. Donald Trump has a long, well-documented history of using the word dummy and similar schoolyard taunts like idiots or losers as a go-to insult for his political opponents, including numerous prominent Democrats. Rather than a one-time comment, it is a staple of his rhetorical style. Here are a few of the most notable instances where he explicitly used the term against Democrats. Notable instances. Joe Biden, 2019, before departing the White House for a campaign trip to Iowa, Trump spoke to reporters on the South Lawn and took aim at his then-leading 2020 rival. He claimed Biden was the weakest mentally of the Democratic field and explicitly branded him a dummy. Beto O'Rourke, 2019, following a Democratic primary debate where O'Rourke passionately advocated for mandatory assault weapon buybacks, Trump took to Twitter to give him a nickname, tweeting about dummy Beto and claiming the policy stance made it harder for Congress to strike a deal on gun control. The bag of idiots comment, 2019, while not the exact word dummies, Trump famously expanded the insult to a group during a North Carolina campaign rally. He heavily targeted the progressive group of Democratic congresswomen known as the Squad Reps. Ilhan Omar, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, and Ayanna Pressley, at one point framing the hard left wing of the party as just a bag of idiots. The rhetorical strategy. Political analysts and linguists note that Trump's use of words like dummy is highly deliberate. While traditional politicians historically avoided blunt, personalized insults to maintain decorum, Trump uses them as street fighter branding. For his base, this unfiltered, aggressive language is often viewed as a sign of authenticity and a willingness to reject standard political correctness, while his critics view it as a degradation of civil public discourse. Window Gemini. Showing item 2 of 4. Tap to open link.
And I
Actions
must agree,
available.
because
Use
if you
tab with
watch
3
him, bro,
fingers to view.
once you aggravate him so much, bro, it's like, I ain't even gonna say it's like watching a grown man get pissed off. It's more like it's like watching a hoe throw a hissy fit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is, bro. Like when Donald Trump actually get mad, bro, he get fed up. You say some shit he don't want to answer. Like he turn into a whole hoe. You know what I'm saying? He turned into like one of those spoiled hoes too. Like he one of them too good for nothing hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like that what he turned into, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. Like for real, for real. I'm just being honest, man. You a damn shame for that Donald Trump, bro. So if he calling y'all Democrats dummy, y'all just call him a hoe. Cause he damn sure be acting like a hoe sometimes, but not everything that motherfucker do is how can I say this, man? Cause I ain't no Trump supporter, bro. Like, and I don't want y'all to feel like I am, bro. But some of the shit he do is smart. But some of the shit he do is bullshit. You feel me? And a lot of the shit he do is because he's a businessman and not a politician. So they should have thought about that before they put his ass in office. You know what I'm saying? They really should have thought about that, bro, before putting him in office, bro. You how you he ain't go to school for politics or none of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything Donald Trump got was a hand me down, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was born into generational wealth. He didn't create that shit himself, bro. And that true. That might be true with a lot of previous presidents, but you know, a lot of the previous presidents been like senators or councilmen or something, bro. Donald Trump wasn't none of that, bro. He was never no senator. He wasn't no councilman or nothing like that, representing no county or no state or no shit like that. He wasn't never no governor, nothing like that, bro. He just jumped straight into politics, bro. And the only reason why people really and it wasn't just white people, bro. It was other countries that wanted him to be president of the United States too, as well, because he was something different. You know what I'm saying? He was something that they ain't seen before. You feel me? And like they knew he wasn't gonna take no shit. But the powers that be didn't think that they wasn't gonna be able to control him. Like it's kind of hard to control a motherfucker who got dirt on you too and that know your secrets and your secrets to this country too. It's kind of hard to 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 manipulate somebody like Donald Trump when he know how to use, you know, um that type of warfare himself, bro. He know what he be doing, bro. Why the hell y'all think they been trying to take him out? He know too much, bro. He know too much. Not just that he know too much with what's going on in the country, bro, but he know a lot of shit that's going on with the powers that be. You feel me? So yeah, I still want the American people to worry about why the president fucking name was in the Jeffrey Epstein files, but don't let that be the only thing that you stick your mind to. There's so much. It's a lot more going on. You know what I'm saying? So Democrats, don't let that man call y'all no hoe, no dummy, bro. If y'all dummies, call him a hoe, bro. You feel me? Call him a spoiled brat. But don't he act like one when he don't have his way on camera? You feel me? When he be doing certain interviews with CNN, you know he don't like CNN and ABC and all these people, bro. But when he have to do those interviews with them, bro, y'all know he don't like them people, bro. And y'all know seeing like they don't really like him either. Believe it or not, CNN, ABC, and all that shit, they don't really like him either. They don't like him. So they do shit to antagonize Donald Trump, bro, because they want y'all to see like he's a simple-minded fool. You feel me? Like he wasn't meant ever to be a president, bro. He was never ever meant to be a president, bro. He was never ever meant to step foot in that damn White House as a vice president, a senator, of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they gonna put in there who they want in there, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Notification shade.
Believe me or not, bro, it's not gonna be nobody like Kamala Harris. You feel me? She ain't gonna be the first person that we get, and she definitely ain't gonna be the first black female president that we get. It's not gonna be her. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, she's a simple-minded fool herself, and her agenda was not for anybody that looked like me. I didn't want people. Her agenda was not for you people. Okay? Whether you voted for her, especially if you voted for her, her agenda wasn't for you, bro. She plain out told you. Were you not reading in between the lines? Did y'all not hear what she said, bro? Go back and listen to her speech, bro. When she was running for president, bro. Go back and listen. Go back and listen to all her speeches, bro. And that's the woman y'all want to put in the White House, bro. Neither one of them was good candidates. You feel me? Now, nobody really should have voted for any one of their. You did just from a blind side point of view, y'all. Nobody really should have voted for any one of their. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of hard to get, especially older folks, bro. It's kind of hard to get them to see the real picture of what the hell is going on and how even their votes are being manipulated. You feel me? It's kind of hard to really, get them to understand that, bro. Not when they stuck on, being stuck on what they stuck on or a few words, you know what I'm saying, um, that make them feel like they're being favored or shown, any type of acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to sway them away from that when they actually believe that this particular person is in their favor. You know what I'm saying? Once they believe that this particular person is in their favor compared to this person, it's kind of hard to remove them from it. It's kind of hard for them to get them to see the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers be looking like, oh, we need a president. Nah, y'all need to be careful who the fuck y'all put in there. What if y'all would have motherfucking put J. Edgar Hoover in that motherfucker, knowing what type of person he was? You feel me? Like, come on, man. Y'all, bro. It's more behind these people than their political agendas and what they showing you, bro. Really, like for them to be senators, run for president and stuff, like they actually have to have, legal documentations on them, bro. Go look at some of these legal documentations or listen to some of these legal documentations of the families. I mean, of the presidents that y'all voted for, bro. You feel me? Uh, like, go honestly, and I know black people gonna hate this shit, bro. But go honestly look at the shit that Barack Obama family was behind, bro. Go really do your research on what the people of Chicago is saying about Michael. I mean, oh shit, Michelle Obama. Nigga, go back and look how many times Obama called his wife Michael, nigga, and on public spaces, bro, on camera. Yeah, go look at it, bro. Yeah, it's something fishy going on with these motherfuckers. Yeah, and y'all with all this 2020 damn 20 ain't seeing none of this shit, bro. They all up in y'all face shooting y'all birds and shitting on your nose and all that type of stuff, bro. And you just lit. Damn, bro. But when you come over here, the blind homie gonna give you what you need. You feel me? A little nerd, little protein, you know what I'm saying? And some nutrients and some real talk. That's what I'm gonna give y'all when you come up here from a blind side point of view. You feel me? Because y'all damn show missing out with all that damn vision y'all damn got. Y'all got all this damn vision. You can't see shit. That's just how blind y'all is out there, big, bro. You feel me? Y'all see way more than me. You can see orange and gray and yellow and purple and turquoise and red and blue and black and white and, and, and pink and what's another color, man? Maroon and beige and and tan and tacky and I mean not tacky, but khaki, khaki, money green, royal purple. Y'all can see all this shit, bro. You can see the sky is blue when the sun is out. You can see birds flying across the sky. Yeah, it might be a plane that catch your attention. You look up and you see it flying across the sky, but you can't see all this bullshit they throwing in y'all face from the media. Mm-mm-mm-mm. They just be having me wondering, is y'all blind, dumb, or stupid, bro? I be wondering. Man. Now you gotta have a blind guy come on here and tell y'all ain't y'all eyes are not open, bro. You're not really using your 2020 to see what you need to see. Y'all gotta hear that from me, bro. It's a damn shame, man. Bro, I see more what's going on in this country than y'all do. I see, I see how they try to divide and separate y'all by using your skin color, bro. But you play right into it. You feel me? You play right into it, bro. I see how they try to use the kids to divide the culture too as well, bro. Y'all play right into it, bro. Y'all let them manipulate the kids, bro. Wearing all this goofy ass shit. All the man, yeah, y'all, yeah, parents, yeah. I'm talking to y'all, yeah. Mm-hmm. Voters, yeah. I'm talking to y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Blind me, you don't even vote. Damn right. You know why? Because in the past motherfucking 10, 12, 16 years, bro. How long it's been since 18 years, bro. And yeah, I messed up when I voted for Barack Obama that first time. I admit it. But I did it for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? But that was the last time I did that for, you know what I'm saying? For the for the skin tone of anybody. That was it, bro. When I really seen what was going on, bro. Nah, bro, I can hell nah, nigga. Nah, hell nah. That man, he had y'all fooled, bro. He wasn't doing shit for y'all. You know who he was doing more for? Do y'all really know? Nah, I hate to say it like this. Vid, YouTube don't cancel me, don't strike my channel, man. But y'all know it's true. Barack Obama was doing more for the LGBT community than he was anybody else. Y'all ain't even see that shit, bro. Y'all ain't even see none of that shit, bro. And it's nothing against the LGBT community because they deserve their rights, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. But for y'all to actually feel like that man did something for y'all, bro, y'all wrong. Donald Trump, you tried to tell y'all he ain't do shit. Yeah, no. Even though Donald Trump a dick, an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Majority of the country, or at least most of the country, don't want to admit that he did more than Biden or motherfucking Barack Obama, bro. Biden sent millions of dollars to some place he shouldn't have did that shit to. Barack Obama told all you men, like, hey, it's okay for you to let a man that's opposite of what you is to groom your kid, man, to groom your little boy, to teach your little boy. That yeah. Go look there. Go read, bro. Go do some research, man. Yeah. They weren't really doing shit for y'all, bro. Right now, as much as you know, more than half the United States hate Donald Trump. He probably done more for y'all than any president in the past damn near 20 years, bro. Like straight up. I'm ready for his punk ass to get out of the office too, though. I am, but it's not going to change the fact, you know, that for the most part he kept his word on what he was going to do. Biden really didn't, bro. Biden cost y'all a lot of motherfucking money. So I ain't agreeing with Donald Trump calling y'all dummies. I'm just saying, like, open your damn eyes, 2020s. You feel me? You so-called 2020 vision havers, open your damn eyes, bro, and just watch and see what's going on, bro. See how you being manipulated, bro. You feel me? Like, come on. I know y'all see that shit, bro. Y'all got to, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all can't be that. Y'all can't be that naive, bro. Y'all can't be that naive. Don't tell me y'all that naive, bro. Just don't tell the blind me y'all that naive. You can't. Ain't no damn way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just think y'all ignoring, you know what I'm saying, what you actually seeing, because you don't, I ain't even gonna say you don't want to believe it. You feel me? You just don't want to acknowledge it. You want it to be somebody else's problem. It's not your problem. You feel me? Somebody else's problem. You did. When you're making somebody else's problem, that's when they start giving us motherfuckers like Camilla and Donald Trump. You feel me? Yeah. All the good candidates that was actually running for president when Donald Trump was running, y'all motherfuckers ran them out. Y'all ran them out, bro. Bro, y'all was so stuck on the celebrityism of Donald Trump and Carmella punk ass, bro. Like y'all wasn't even paying attention to this woman trying to tell single moms how to raise their kids, bro, and shit like that. And nigga, she ain't even birth her own kids. Y'all supporting a woman who lied to y'all about working in a damn McDonald's, bro. That's how much. That's how much. That's how much she manipulated y'all. She tried to manipulate y'all to get her votes, man. You feel me? Like that woman ain't never lived your struggle, bro. As a black woman, bro, she never lived your struggle. She don't know what the hell you had to go through, bro. Y'all think Camilla Harris ever had to live or experience EBT, nigga? No, she did. No, no. Let the blind woman tell you right now. She she don't know what it's like to live that struggle. That woman ain't never ate no damn hot dog, bro. She ain't never ate no ramen noodles, bro. She don't know what it's like to eat rice with tomatoes, bro. Hell no, she don't know what that shit. She don't know what that shit like, bro. Y'all try to put her ugly ass over. Hell no, man. Y'all tripping out there. Y'all tripping. No, hell no, man. Mm-mm. It was a black woman that y'all could have voted for, but y'all wasn't giving her no help. Y'all was stuck on Camilla ass, bro. Yeah, it was actually two other women that y'all could have voted for. It was another white woman. I can't remember what state she was from, but it was also another black woman. And I think the black woman was from out of Tennessee or some shit like that, I believe. Yeah, it was. It was. Go do your research on it. It was. Yeah, y'all just was stuck on Camilla and Donald Trump. You feel me? The people that y'all really should have gave a chance to, y'all let bypass, bro. And if y'all would let them people in, bro, gas wouldn't be where it at, bro. We wouldn't be paying $11 for a stick of damn deodorant, bro. $12 for some body wash, $8 or whatever it is, bro, for some body wash, bro. You feel me? $20 for some laundry detergent, my nigga. We wouldn't be paying $10 for a 6-pack of tissue, bro. No, no, y'all gotta hear the media. No, y'all can't do y'all research and shit, bro. No, no, y'all gotta believe what you hear, bro. You can't just go and find out your damn self. Yep. That's why the blame a lot of y'all 2020 motherfuckers, bro. I do. It's y'all fault, bro. It's y'all fault. Y'all fault we had damn Biden. It's y'all fault we had Trump. It's y'all fault we only had Camilla to choose from. It's y'all fault, bro. Yeah, yeah. And media, y'all need to stop the bullshit what y'all doing, bro. You feel me? Don't be alleging people stealing Pampers when they really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Trying to slick justify the shooting, you know what I'm saying, of an infant child, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that ever again. We need the truth for now on, bro. This supposed to be the land, the home of the free and the brave and the truth. You feel me? We came up with that saying the truth will set you free. Yeah. So y'all, the media, CBS, CNN, ABC, Fox, Worldwide News, whoever, bro, whoever that's giving us um news content on these cable channels and local channels, bro, whatever, bro. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop doing that, bro. If you supposed to be journalists, you supposed to get to the bottom of the story before you actually produce a story to your to your viewers, bro. Y'all supposed to see if the police telling y'all the truth or not before y'all give us the bullshit y'all giving us, bro. You feel me? Because it's not the fact that somebody allegedly stole some Pampers, bro. It's the fact that people are being gunned down behind stealing some Pampers. And y'all are the ones that saying that what the force should meet the force. So seriously, what y'all gonna do to the officer, man? What y'all gonna do to Chud the builder, man? So what y'all gonna do? Hmm? So because they won't release Chud the builder, y'all took an innocent young black baby's life, and y'all gave Carmelo Anthony 35 years, bro. You feel me? So for that one miserable minded, big mouth, goofy looking fool, Chud the builder, for him, y'all took the life of two innocent black people. And I ain't gonna say Carmelo was innocent, bro, but y'all took his life, bro. You feel me? Y'all took his life, bro. Y'all damn sure did, bro. He didn't deserve that much time, bro. He didn't deserve that much time. And I think y'all should fix that. The Blonde just really feel like y'all should fix that, man. Y'all should fix that. He should have an appeal, bro. Whether or not, he's able to walk free from that, bro, is something else. But I definitely believe and feel he deserves a new trial. Should the builder, your ass deserve to be in prison. The officer that took the life of that young man, that little infant baby, bro, you deserve to rot in prison, bro. Straight up. And I don't wish jail on nobody. I don't wish jail or no shit like that on nobody, bro. But taking the life of an innocent child, bro, yeah, you deserve that, bro. You don't need to see the light of day. None of that shit, bro. They need to keep you in solitary confinement for the rest of your life. You feel me? That's where you need to be, bro. Locked away for the rest of your life. And they just need to put thousands of pictures of that baby on your wall. That's what they need to do. And if you end up destroying them or taking them down or ripping them or anything, they just need to have a backup set. You feel me? So every time you wake up and look at your ugly ass cell ceiling, you see a big ass picture of that infant child, bro. Yeah. And then when you turn your head because you mad that you got to see that photo, you see more little photos of that little baby. Yeah, that's all you need in your cell, homie. You just need pictures of that little baby, bro. Bro, they need to put pictures of that little baby in your cell, bro. So you can see that life that you took, that innocent life that you took every day for no reason, bro. You feel me? And then on top of that, they need to have a still shot of each scene. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they can find on camera of the last moments of that baby being in that vehicle, so you can remember clear your movements and everything you did that day. That's right, homie. That's what you deserve, man. Mm-hmm. 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 And Black homie just want you to know that, bro. That's what you deserve. Condolences to the family, man. Rest in peace to that little baby. You did. Rest in peace to that little baby, man. That was sad, even for the blind homie, y'all. Like my emotions, ain't like most people, the average person. But hearing about that infant child, bro, that it struck a nerve, man. You feel me? If they tie your ass up in prison, bro, and just use you as a punching bag every day till you take your last breath, homie, that's just what you get, homie. You feel me? Because who knows that infant child could have that could have been our president in the next 30 years, bro. He could have been the person to actually invent some shit to help people with no vision actually see what's in front of them. Actually really see without having to hear what's in front of them, bro. He could have been that person, bro. You know what I'm saying? He could have been the first person on Mars. You know what I'm saying? He could have been the first black trillionaire. You feel me? Like he could have been a whole lot, bro. But we'll never know now because this one dumbass officer had to be a jackass and pull his firearm out on a vehicle with a 1-year-old child in the back seat, bro. Yeah, man, we'll never know what that little baby could have been, man. We'll never know now. Cause of you, Mr. Officer. Mr. Infant Iller. Yeah, because of you, man. We won't know. You feel me? We won't know, man. They should chop your junk off, bro. Yeah, they should chop your junk off, man. You feel me? If they gonna let you live, they should at least chop your junk off, bro. They should. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's how the blind homie feel, bro. You know? Cause that youngin' didn't deserve that, man. Them people didn't deserve to be shot at, man. Especially if it's true that they never stole anything, bro. They didn't steal anything, bro. They didn't deserve that, man. They didn't deserve that. That family didn't deserve that. That community that you supposed to be serving and protecting. They didn't deserve that, man. Yeah. But your city, for a long time, it's gonna be known as that cop that took the life of that infant child, bro. You feel me? And that story you portrayed to the media. Cause it was only the police station, bro, the police officers that portrayed that story to the media. Who had everybody thinking that these people was shot down because of some stolen Pampers, and we find out the Pampers ain't even stolen. They were purchased. They were bought. They were bought. The Pampers was bought. They were bought. Yeah. So once they found that out, that the Pampers was bought, that alone right there should have got him fired. But apparently he's still on leave without pay. But that alone, in the blind homie point of view, should have got him fired, man. But hey, bro, I thank y'all for joining me in the Lions, then, man. Appreciate y'all for being a part of Blindside Reaction Talk TV, man. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share if you will. You want to. You know what I'm saying? So you can hit the Cash App. GrindtoWin Productions LLC. Look for the business badge if you like. You know what I'm saying? Prayers do just as great as well. You feel me? But still, ladies, fellas, make sure you go check out my friend Peachy Beauty and Home Bar. Hit her up. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Let her know the blind homie sent you. You know what I'm saying? Or go to her website. That's peachybeauty.com. You feel me? Or if you're in the state of Georgia, looking for a new home, or, you know, in the process of looking for a new home, hey, make sure you go check out Swan Associates in Real Estate. That's right. That's Swan Associates in Real Estate. Or you can find her on YouTube at Living in Statesboro, GA. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, man.
Finish. End stream. Edge. Your stream will stop immediately. End. Your stream will stop immediately and you and your guest will end. Your stream will stop immediately and you and your guest will no longer be live. Your stream will stop and end. You.